All right, sorry I'm late, everybody. I, of course, am here and ready for some football. How's it going, everyone? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, ready for Game 3 for me. As, of course, the Green Bay Packers take on the Chicago Bears in what should be a great matchup tonight. Green Bay, of course, they won in the first game. Chicago looking for revenge here as Green Bay looking for the sweep. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We should have a good one tonight. Again, George, how's it going? Again, thank you again for tuning in. Dot 1 million, who was subscribing, comment in the chat. I don't know, Dot 1. I guess we'll find out. Again, George, good to see you. Deacon, as always. Yin Yang, good to see you. Abraham, Matthew, Chance, Tris, Daniel, Kenneth, John, Orioles fan. Appreciate you again. 3,400. Yeah, we're moving on up. We had a great day today. Nearly 200 subs on the day, so really good. Let's get to 3,500. That's not going to happen, Abraham, but I appreciate it. That won't happen this weekend. No. Football, NFL, not as kind to the doc as college football is. But hey, again, very happy with the performance today. But yeah, Jamie has a chance to shock the world. Right now, I checked, they were down by 10. Let's see here. JMU, again, I'll keep up to date here. JMU, they are at the Oregon 10. Again, a lot of views could go to the college games, so that is also something that we'll be competing against as well. But like I said, I just really wanted to cover this matchup because I've covered each of these teams plenty of times all year. Green Bay 7-1 when I cover them this year. They're 7-1. Chicago 3-1. The lone loss was against the Packers in Lambeau. So there you go. Both teams really solid. We'll see how it goes. Again, the last meeting, it was a one-score game. Green Bay winning 28-21. Chicago, of course, bouncing back after that loss with a 31-3 win against the Browns, and the Packers losing to Denver 34-26. Of course, they lost a lot of key players that game. They are getting some of them back as, Watson, I know, is back. I'm not too sure on the others, but I know Parsons, of course, out for the year. So very devastating losses for the Packers. 13-3 Ducks, but Jamie, yeah, they're in the red zone. Yeah, we'll be looking at it. I will be checking in on that one quite a bit after every single drive ends here in this one. We'll be checking over at that one, as that one can be pretty interesting. And if it gets pretty crazy down the stretch, we will call both games at the same time. But for now, we are going to wait and see what happens with that one. Prediction: Bajent comes into the second half, throws 3 touchdowns, and wins. That is quite the prediction, Matthew. I wouldn't really put money on that one, but yeah, I guess you never know. Man. Again, appreciate you for tuning. Your email lost to Cleveland. Yep, both teams lost Cleveland there. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, again, wait, no. No, Chicago Bears. Yeah, they didn't lose to Cleveland. Yeah. Chicago beat Cleveland, of course, again. Obviously, that's not really a common game you want to look forward to. As, again, they already played once and Green Bay won. Of course, that was in Lambeau, and that's where the difference is. Of course, this one in Chicago at Soldier Field. No Parsons, no sacks. We'll see. Hey, man, just arrived home. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And, yes, safe travels. Glad you made it safe. Tulane didn't belong. Let's see how fast Ollie Madison crashes. I don't know, man. James Madison might be moving. As we are about ready for kickoff here, Chicago will be kicking off to Green Bay. Both teams in their classic uniforms. Green Bay, yellow helmets, white jersey, yellow pants. Chicago, navy helmet, navy jersey, white pants. As we're underway here in Chicago. And that is fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, 25, spinning around at the 30. And then Melton is going to be just, well, hey, they're still moving the pile. And already you're seeing some pushing and shoving. There's a flag already. First play, there's a flag already. Oh, man, we're going to see some crazy stuff. Is it too late for Dame's going to invite? Way too late. Chicago's saying they had the ball. That's going to be interesting. They were blowing that dead a long time ago, so no, that's not going to be the case. Green Bay will have it again. Pushing and shoving still happening. Chicago's saying they have the ball. The referee's saying, no, we whistled that dead a long time ago. So, again, that's how we started the game. Just a dog pile there. Chicago, a player just jumping on top of the pile. That may have been why the flag. And the hold on, the crowd is... Hold on. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by Chicago. That is a 15-yard penalty. Green Bay going to be awarded close to midfield to start off this one. Man. So, yeah, if you want a rivalry game, if you want people that or teams that don't like each other, this is a pretty good example of that. As, again, Green Bay, of course, winning in the first meeting. Chicago looking to even up the score, at least during the season series. Green Bay, hey, they're okay. The thing is, of course, even with the win, they can't take advantage of it. They have the tie. The tie pretty much nullifies any advantage they would have. So pretty much whoever finishes with the better record is going to finish above whoever. Down, of course, obviously it's common sense, but I'm just saying it's an interesting fact there. As Love going to be under center, receivers to the right, receiver to the left is Love, hands it off down the right side. This is Jacobs. Jacobs stumbling forward to the 49-yard line for a gain of 2. So again, even if Green Bay were to, have swept Chicago, they'll only be a half game up. Only a half game up. So, again, you never know how it can go down the stretch. The Packers, of course, have a big game against the Ravens next week. Who knows again, we might cover that one. We'll see. 2nd and 8, ball at the 49. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As he sends another man in motion, Love lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back. Looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 45, and then he is pushed backwards. And the ball came loose at the end. Recovered by Chicago, but they were whistling it dead already. Again, that's the second time now Chicago has the ball, but again, they whistled it dead, so it doesn't matter. Notre Dame showing a conference, yep. Commies looked worse than Jake Paul's jaw. Oh, man, that is not good. 3rd and 1 coming up for Green Bay as they're at the Chicago 44. Yeah, no, I saw that they were up 10-7 at half, but apparently went all downhill as they lost, I think, 28-10 or 29-10, I don't know. Love under center, 3rd and 1. Need to get to the 43 for a brand new set of downs as Love takes a snap, play action. Rolling to his right is Love. He scrambles, fires. It is tipped in the air. It's almost intercepted, but now there's a flag, so hold the phone. This may be against Chicago. Brady not liking the decision there by Love. So hold the phone here. Hold on. 2 fouls, both by Chicago. Holding defense. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Oh, my goodness. A brand new set of downs for Green Bay as that is a first down. Why in the world? My itchy back here. I don't know. I'll live. Didn't know Flag Day was in December. Yeah, right? A lot of flags already. So 1st and 10 for Green Bay as they're at the 29 of Chicago. Again, some penalties. Helping out Green Bay here. No more penalty yards than anything. Love is under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Love is, again, still under center here. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs up the middle, and Chicago is all over it. No gain on the play. Bring it up 2nd and 10. It should be 2nd and 10 here. I don't think he got anything. Tremaine Edmonds missed the last 4 games, so Edmonds coming back wasn't there in game 1. Definitely here for game 2, looking to make an impact. So 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 9, I guess. Again, they gave him a yard. Interesting. Love going to be in the pistol. Receiver to the left. 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Love takes a snap, drops back. Looking over the middle, fires. It's batted at the line, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and 9 coming up for Green Bay as Love's pass is batted at the line. Jarrett there, the defensive lineman, getting a hand on it, forcing the incompletion as LaFleur scratches something off. He's like, I don't like that play anymore. 3rd and 9. The Bears are waving the white towels. Didn't know that was a thing. Everyone copies the Steelers. It is what it is. They need to get to the 19 for a brand new set of downs. Love lifts the leg. Looking around, lifts the leg again, takes the snap, drops back. Love fires to his right. It is caught, and he steps out of bounds at the 17-yard line for a first down. Gain of, 9, 10? 12. Gain of 12. So first down for Green Bay. Going to mark him down at the 16, actually. So 1st and 10 as Green Bay has it at the 16. Love under center, 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends in tight, both to the left as he sends a man in motion, hands it off on the end around. This is Golden. Golden is going to be pushed out of bounds. Maybe a yard if they're generous. I don't know. I don't think they will be. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Commies Eagles fight was cinema. I didn't know about a fight. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool there. So 2nd and 10 coming up again. Green Bay has advanced a lot on this drive due to the penalties. So 2nd and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Love under center. He takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. Dancing around at the 15 and brought down at the 13-yard line. That is a gain of 3. Audio's delayed. Well, again, I'm looking at the game. I could call the game on here. You know, that screen is just there for fun, just to give you guys a visual representation. But no, the audio is fine. But I might be just a little bit behind. Again, sometimes I'm behind, sometimes I'm ahead. It's just the way it goes. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 13 for a brand new set of downs. Love in the gun. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As Love lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. Looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 8, and he is going to be denied. Needed to get to the 6.5-yard line. Going to mark him down at the 7. It was a real one, not just pushing. They were throwing punches. I just want you to know, trust me, I'm aware. Yeah, no, it's annoying when it happens. Again, sometimes I'm ahead, sometimes I'm behind. I can't really, unfortunately, I can't control it. It says I'm live. 4th and 1, Packers have it at the 7. They need to get to the 6 for a brand new set of downs. And, of course, there's going to be a timeout, Green Bay. So they will think it over. So that is their first timeout, 9:51 left to go in the first quarter. Again, a big game. The winner of this game will hold first place in the NFC North. Of course, Chicago has it currently, but obviously they have a game to play. Let's see here. Again, this is the teams that have clinched. Broncos, of course, of the AFC. NFC, the Seahawks, Eagles, and the Rams. Seahawks, of course, beating the Rams on Thursday night. Eagles, of course, clinching their division today. Bears, of course, at the 2. Packers at the 7. Bears lose. They will drop to the 7. The Packers will rise to the 2. So a lot on the line here for this game. A lot on the line for this game as it's 4th and 1. Packers break from the huddle, from the timeout. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Love in the gun, lifts the leg. Looking around, lifts the leg again. Now he's going to say easy, easy. He's going to the line here. Changing it up a little bit. Love once again. Lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. Love looking to his right, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Watson. And that is a turnover on downs, and Chicago will take over at their own 7. After they come back from commercial break. So the long drive with the penalties, of course, goes nowhere. No points. Congratulations to Galena Park North Shore 2025 6A Texas State Champions. Well, congratulations to them. I know I had two teams from my area in Texas go to the state championship. They did both lose, but that was kind of a bummer. But, it's still pretty cool, though. But, congrats to Galena Park North Shore, as they are your 2025 6A Texas State Champions. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Looking at the other game right now, well, it does not look pretty, as Oregon leads 20-3 over James Madison. They are in the second quarter of that one. I am really annoyed with whatever it is that is now killing my neck. Jeez, nothing was bothering me earlier, but all of a sudden. Chance pulling for Chicago. Should have went with the field goal. Yeah, bear down defense. We're seeing it right there again in the other game. Oregon leading 20-3. And, of course, again in the first game today, Philadelphia over Washington 29-18. Of course, that punched the Eagles' ticket to the playoffs. Currently holding that 3 spot. Again, we checked on that earlier. Let's see here. Someone in Talks Chat last stream has 20,000. Yes, Robert, I believe. Robert has 20,000 on the Packers. So, yeah. Feel bad for him. I really hope he wins for his sake, man. That's a lot of money. How you doing tonight? We're doing all right, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Scott. Appreciate you. I've noticed you talk a lot like JJ, Scott. You talk a lot like JJ. Wouldn't shock me if you were JJ, like you were the actual play-by-play with JJ. Like this is your burner account, and JJ's secretly a Cowboys fan. That would be something. He calls Phillies games, calls Eagles games, calls 76ers games, but then your burner account is a Cowboys. Wouldn't that be something? Go back out. Good to see you, Draven. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Chicago as we're returning to coverage here. 33 degrees there in Chicago, 20-mile-per-hour winds. They are living up to their nickname, the Windy City, as Williams going to be under center, sending a man in motion. They're at their own 8. Williams hands it off up the middle. He's at the 10, breaking tackles, and he's brought down at the 14-yard line for a gain of 6. That is DeAndre Swift sneaking through there again. Nice run there. Matthew saying, let's go offense. Long drive here. We may see it. We may not. Caleb Williams, 5-1 at home this year. 13 touchdowns, 2 picks. So 2nd and 4 as Williams going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Williams sends a man in motion, Williams going to hand it off up the middle. He's at the 20 and is brought down around the 24-yard line. Just went right up the middle. Right up the gut. Monagai with a great carry. What a guy he is, as that is a Chicago Bears first down. South Oak Cliff, Carthage. Yep, Carthage. Yeah, I know. I mean, they're not the local team, but they're pretty good. Carthage has been good forever. South Oak Cliff as well. JJ's doing this game. I did not. I thought he was only going to be doing the Eagles game. 1st and 10 at the 24. Williams going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As he sends Zacchaeus in motion, Williams drops back, looking over the middle. Pump fakes, fires on the middle. It is caught and tackled immediately at the 39-yard line, but that is a Chicago Bears first down. Ja'Day Walker with the catch, wearing number 20 as a receiver. There's another receiver in Chicago that wore number 23, so it's very interesting there. Like your snowman behind you. Oh, yeah, of course. What's going on? Good to see you, Joseph Brosif in the chat. Good to see you, man. 1st and 10, Williams, play action, drops back. He's looking, moving to his left is Williams. Williams may take off and run. He will. He's at the 40, the 45, and runs out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Williams with the nice run there. Actually going to mark him out at the 48. Looks like there's an injured Bear as DJ Moore is trying to be helped up. He is slow to get up. Then Moore take a shot. Oh, Nixon just laid him out over the middle of the field. I can see how that will be received very negatively with the Chicago fans. Like number 30, appreciate it. Thank you again. Can you do a Penguins and a Red Wings game call when you can? I'd have to see when they play, Caden. Really just depends. If there's football on, well, football is king. And, of course, if it's in baseball season, it depends. Baseball will take over a lot of, priority. But I'll do what I can, Caden. I'll see. I'll have to look up when they play. Or if you can let me know when they play, that'd be great. 2nd and 1. They are at the 48. Williams in the shotgun. 2 receivers right to 1 receiver to left. Heavy pressure. Williams moving to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 40. He's at the 35 to 30. And pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And that is the Chicago Bears' first down. Big play there. As again, Williams making plays with his feet, keeping the drive and play alive. Zacchaeus, again, usually solid, very solid. Underrated receiver. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bears as they snap it and break out of the huddle. They need to get to the 16 for a brand new set of downs, but they got a brand new set of downs. Again, 1st and 10 at the 26 as Williams play action, swings it out. It's caught. This is more at the 20 and tripped up at the 13-yard line. That is a gain of 13. That's another Chicago Bears first down. As the Bears are just moving very efficiently. They play January 1st and January 3rd. Ooh, I don't know. January 1st cannot do. That is college football all day. January 3rd, that's, I don't know. I'll have to see. See there. 1st and 10. They are at the 13. Williams going to be under center. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight. Sending a man in motion as Williams hands it off up the middle. This is Swift. Swift at the 10. Fighting forward and is brought down at the 8-yard line for a nice gain of about 5. Wife get the snowman. My mom did. My mom gave it to my wife, who said it was for me. It's like, hey, it's a present for me. I'm like, all right, well, thank you. We'll put them up today, and of course, I actually have a little gingerbread house back there. Pretty cool. 2nd and 4 at the 7. Williams going to be under center. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left as Williams takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. And Swift not going to get too much there. Brought down after maybe a yard. So 3rd and goal. Pardon me, 3rd down. 3rd and 3 coming up. They need to get to the 3. What can we blame on Gino today? I don't know. Again, if your kids are failing at school, make sure to blame him. Notre Dame didn't make the playoffs. Blame Gino. 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 3 for a brand new set of downs. Williams in the gun as he takes the snap, hands it off to Swift up the gut, leaning forward, and is going to be brought down close to the line of the game. Looks like they're going to say he's a yard short. And we'll see what they decide here. This will be very interesting. A lot of pushing and shoving there. Again, Bears, Packers, they have been very intense off the ball. 4th and 1. There's not a quarterback. No, Komet now under center. High snap. Oh, it's over his head. It's at the 20. It's just going to fall down at the 22. Both teams electing to go for it on 4th down and both of them coming away with 0 points. So it's pretty much like they kicked a field goal anyway, folks, and both made it. Just think of it that way. 0-0 is your score. Again, a wacky snap there as Green Bay will have it at their own 22. JMU's getting cooked. There's no football on January 3rd. Let me see JMU. Oh, yeah, Oregon all over JMU. Okay, well, yep, the group of 5 haters are loving this. They are just loving it right now. January 3rd, that is a Saturday. I don't know. I think there's going to be... Wait, no. Is that a Saturday? Am I tripping or am I tripping? Yeah, that is a Saturday. There's going to be football January 3rd. Yes, there is. Because Week 18 always has 2 Saturday games for the NFL. Not always, but the last few years, which is stupid. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be able to. That is tough. Why do they have them both right next to each other? That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Caden. I don't think I'll be able to. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Oh, come on. Yeah, high snap by Geno. Geno Smith, again, blame him. If there's anything that you just feel like is wrong and shouldn't be happening, blame Geno Smith. He said it himself. So it's his words. It's his words. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in as I'm going to try to reset this. Hopefully we can get it more up to date. I don't think it's going to matter. I might be just behind tonight. It's the way it is. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, make sure to chat down below. And, of course, vote in the poll. 66% of you guys with the Green Bay Packers, 34% with the Bears, which is interesting. Again, the Bears are the favorites. And, of course, Parsons going down. I mean, I was interested to see how that would go. So win so strong they elect not kick field goal? No, I mean, that was just bad. Make sure I'm live here. Yeah, I'm live. What the heck? So, again, we're working our way back here, showing a compilation of what happened in the past. They're doing 1 in March. Okay, we'll see. Battle for the North, yep. All right, 1st and 10 here for Green Bay as Love under center. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right as Love play action drops back. He's looking, he fires. It is dropped. Dropped by the tight end, unable to hang on to that one. That was Fitzpatrick there. And again, they're showing the replay. The center just snapped it over the guy's head. I mean, that was just unfortunate. Yeah, that was not good. All right, 2nd and 10 for Green Bay as they are at, again, their own 22. Love lifts the leg. Lifts the leg again, takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, crossing the 25, and is going to be whistled dead around the 26 for a gain of 4. Most anticipated game, yep, really is. Go back, go. I really don't care who wins this game. Who do you have winning the game? I mean, I picked Green Bay, but, it's going to be a close game. And I think that's what it is. I think it'll be a good one. That's what I'm thinking. 3rd and 6, Love in the gun. They need to get to the 32-yard line for a brand new set of downs as it's trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Love lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Love stepping up and may take off. He's running. He's at the 30, diving forward, and he will get the first down. That is the key difference there. If he slid, no, sir, no first down, but he kept going, diving forward, and that is a brand new set of downs for the Packers. So 1st and 10 as Love is at the 32. Love under center, receivers to each side. He drops back. Love looking, fires to his right. It is caught at the 46-yard line. What a catch by Romeo Doubs. Where art thou, Romeo? Well, he's making great catches on the sideline. What a catch. Jeez, So 1st and 10 coming up for the Packers as they're approaching 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Love going to be under center. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. It's like that. It's Jacobs in the backfield. Love going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs fighting forward, still moving his feet. Brought down at midfield after a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6 at the 50 coming up. The Fox Super 6. I remember when they were giving away $1 million a year at that point because people were winning. Now it's only $10,000 a week of Terry Bradshaw's money. 2nd and 6. Love under center. 2 receivers right. 1 receiver to left. Sending a man in motion. As Love looking around. He takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. This is Jacobs. Jacobs spinning around and is fighting forward for a first down. Crossing the 44-yard line. Brought down at the 43. That is a gain of 7. And that is a Green Bay Packers first down. Jacobs, last time he played the Bears, 20 rushes, 86 yards. So definitely was used quite a bit. So far he has 20 yards on 6 carries tonight. Love under center as it's 1st and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Love, play action rolling to his left. Love may take off. No, he's going to throw it. It is caught, but was it in bounds? Incomplete. Oh, man, what an effort there by Christian Watson. Jeez, Oh. There is the catch. 1. No, he just didn't get the other one. Man, what a catch, though. I can tell you that. That was a great effort by Christian Watson. 2nd and 10. Love going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As he has a man in motion. Love lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. Looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 30. Dobbs at the 25. And is brought down at the 22-yard line. As that is a nice grab there. And that will most likely end the first quarter. Packers-Bears 0-0 at the end of 1. Ole Miss scored like 96% of the points scored of the game stream today. I mean, that is a little over-exaggerating there, but, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can't believe that Miami-Texas Tech game was close as it was today. And, A&M Deacon got me. He beat me there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of felt like Miami could do it, and they did. They could do it, and they did. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is what I do. Again, I call games your first time here. Thank you again for selecting my stream. Again, I know there's a lot of other streams, a lot of bigger channels out there. Hopefully you like the traditional style that I have here, which is more of a traditional radio style of broadcast. So hopefully that sounds good to you, and you like and subscribe. It is free to do so. And, of course, again, we have a poll. 61% of you guys picking the Packers. 39% with the Bears. And again, tomorrow, actually, I forgot to make them public. I'll probably make them public at halftime. But I have 3 streams on tomorrow, as Oregon's leading 27-3 over JMU. I have 3 streams on tomorrow. NFC South football, Buccaneers and the Panthers. Then we have the Lions and the Steelers. So, of course, that game might be interesting to you guys, watching again if you're a Packers-Bears fan. And then to conclude the day, we will have Patriots and the Ravens for Sunday Night Football. Can't believe how high that... I know. That was unbelievable. He sent that to Narnia. I have no idea what he was doing. Though again, I did hear them on the broadcast saying, well, quarterbacks are usually like, 6'3", 6'4". Guy is apparently 5'8" or 5'9", so that is quite the difference. Williams would have been able to handle that well. But, yeah, that was a pretty interesting snap. Pretty interesting snap there, or snap there. Ultimate Sports Network, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well with the Browns fan. These guys have the Miami versus A&M disease. What the heck? I guess I missed that. What am I missing here? What am I missing? There's usually an inside joke that I'm missing. Silly Games put 300 on Green Bay. Oh, man, a lot of money on Green Bay today, so that means Chicago's probably going to win. Thanks for streaming. I appreciate you, man. Houday, thank you for tuning in. Good call to not call JMU Oregon. It's a huge blowout. Yeah, but I'd probably have like 500 people in there because college just gets people to watch, man. It does. And, of course, with the NFL, there's competition out the butt. 1st and 10 here for Green Bay as they are at the 23 of Chicago. Love in the gun, setting a man in motion. Love lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. Love moving. He floats it in the flat. It's caught at the 20, cuts it outside, and it's pushed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Yeah, no, obviously with this game you have, of course, Football Nation. You're going to have Tom Grossi covering the game. Of course, a plethora of other Packers and Bears fans covering the game. And then for Jamie, Oregon, honestly, again, you're not going to have many people. So there's going to be a few people that are covering that game. They're probably doing very well. Hundreds of people, most likely. Jamie was talking way too much back. They were going pretty crazy with it. I was wrong, as Love hands it off up the gut. This is Jacobs. Jacobs at the 10 and slung out of bounds at the 9. Not saying I picked JMU to win the game, but I thought it'd be close, kind of. We need a no-score num. Yep, you're correct. Question, Doc. Is it weird for a civilian to cheer for one of the armed forces college teams? No, I don't think it's weird at all. Nothing wrong with that. Jacobs just such a good back. He is. Josh Jacobs been doing it for, what, 5 or 6 years now. He's pretty good. Love drops back. He's going to swing it out to Jacobs. Jacobs, he's at the 10 and brought down at the 5-yard line for a gain of 4, as that is Jacobs' second catch of the night. If you're just tuning in, we have Miami and Texas A&M on for you. 0-0 at the end of one. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It is Green Bay and Chicago. That happened earlier today. Navy is killer. Am I missing something? I guess. I don't know. 2nd and goal at the 5. Love lifts the leg. It's going to send a man in motion. Love drops back, swings it out. It's caught in the flat. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, me and my big mouth thought it was just a routine catch and run, but no, sir. Not so routine for Emmanuel Wilson, as that went off his hands and went out of bounds. Yeah, he was turning upfield. He was already looking ahead before the ball got there. So 3rd and goal. They are at the 5. Love in the gun, and now the referee's going to hold on. After replay assist. It was a backwards pass. And they're going to move it back 3 yards. Wow. So 3rd and goal at the 8. So a loss of 3 there. Low score disease. Yep. Doesn't decent, but have been in the dumps lately. I'm happy to say Santa Tracker thing is brought back joy. There we go. Yeah, no, YouTube again, it's tough, man. Trust me, it is brutal. The competition is brutal. Like, just doing this game, again, I'm sure you can find hundreds of streams. Like, you really could. So, 3rd and goal at the 8. Love in the gun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Love lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Love fires on the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Watson. And now it's 4th and goal. You have to imagine they will go ahead and kick a field goal here. Oregon fans will tune in next week, too. Jamie is just not that interesting. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oregon and Tech. That's going to be very good. Again, I'll be covering every single college game for sure. This is Brandon McManus on to take the lead here. 26-yard attempt from the right hash. McManus taking his time. As there's the snap, the hold, the kick. I said it again. The kick is up. The kick is good. 3-0 is your score. Packers leading over the Bears with 12:45 left to go in this one. I mean, in the first half. My bad. Nice Santa Tracker. Yeah, no, it's a neat idea. I like it. Oregon putting on a beatdown right now. Yeah. I saw that earlier there, Mustang. 34-3. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'm telling you, the group of 5 crowd, the group of 5 sucks crowd, they are loving this right now. You said Ducks by 50. You did. You said like 50-0, and I was like, you're crazy. Looks like I'm the one that's crazy. Your dad and I watching this game together. Nice, good stuff. Only thing I don't like about the Santa Tracker is it's 25 hours, 3 parts, and I have to start at 4:40 a.m. Oh yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, it is a bummer. But yeah, no, you guys can go ahead and point laugh. That's fair. No, I'm wrong. I thought JMU would be much more competitive. That's my bad. I was oof. That is fair. That is completely fair. You guys got me there. I got no words. I have no words. Not going to say excuses. I'm not going to make excuses. I was wrong on JMU. This has been a good argument for why Notre Dame should have been in. Yeah, I mean, again, they wouldn't have got in because of the conference championships and all that stuff. But I get what you're saying. Mustang. But I got nothing. I can't defend the group of 5 today. They let me down. They were pretty terrible. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I got nothing. I got nothing for you. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to vote in the poll. 56% of you guys have picked the Packers. 44% of you guys with the Chicago Bears. So again, thank you for voting, and thank you again for tuning on in. Those guys who said Ole Miss is better than Oregon are crazy ones. I just don't know how they see that. Of course, again, if they're SEC fans, which I expected most of them to be, that's how I would. But yeah, Oregon's legit. I don't really know what else to say. Notre Dame should join a conference and not lose if they want to be in the playoffs. Yeah, that is true. And they probably would be had they played in the conference. They probably would be. Imagine, I mean, then if them in the Big Ten, they probably do go 10-2 still, assuming they don't play like the top dogs there. And of course, they're the ACC. I mean, they probably go undefeated, or maybe not. Again, they lost to Miami, but anyway, we're trying to resume this one here. McManus putting the ball down, and it keeps getting knocked over again. It is windy there in the Windy City. I know that's kind of, well, duh, but yeah, no, it is very windy in this one. The uprights are moving. I mean, that's how windy it is. And there is another ball, or it falls over again. So McManus going to have someone else. Jeez, yeah, it's falling over all over the place. You're all good. Appreciate it, man. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will let you know. I will not backtrack. There is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 15. He's at the 20. Reversing field. He's at the 30, 35, and brought down at the 37-yard line. That was Josh Blackwell with the return. And a good return there. Good field position as they'll be at the 37. Oregon versus Tech will be a good game. I think so. I still think Oregon wins, but it should be a good one. So 1st and 10 for Chicago as they look to at least get on the board here. And apparently there was an injury because I hear the Fox injury music. So yeah, there's an injured Packer. Mosby is injured and he is down. The Windy City is living up to his name. It is windy. The Windy City is windy. Yeah, man. And let's check out the college football playoff. Oh, yep, it's 34-3. Not good. Again, if you guys want some more competitive action, again, 3-0 here. Green Bay and Chicago. Do want to look over again at the playoff picture and who's clinched? Well, there you go. The Broncos have clinched in the AFC. Of course, many more teams can clinch this weekend. In the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks clinched their spot on Thursday with a great game. We covered that one, of course, here on the channel. The Eagles clinched their spot today with a 29-18 win over Washington, the commies. And then the Rams, of course, clinched last week. Of course, they lost their number one bye, their number one seed for the moment with a loss on Thursday night. And, of course, the Bears in at the 2 at the moment. And, again, the winner of this game pretty much takes the 2. The loser will have the 7. And no matter what happens in the Lions, even if the Lions were to win, the 7 seed is going to be the 7 seed, regardless. After this week, as even if the Packers lose, they'd be 9-5-1. The Lions win, they will be 9-6. And of course, the Lions fans, you have to imagine, are pulling for Chicago, I would think, or unless they're pulling for Packers to win out and then the Bears to lose out, then I guess that's how the Lions can make it work. It's very interesting. And of course, again, for the AFC, the Patriots at the 2 spot, Jaguars at the 3, Steelers at the 4, Chargers at the 5, Bills at the 6, Texans at the 7. The Colts, I mean, just hanging on for dear life. They got a tough game Monday night, and the Ravens, of course, again, same thing. They got a tough game Sunday night. So a bunch of stuff happening in the NFL. It is very awesome. The only thing that's not awesome is that the NFL is almost done. So sad, very sad. In 2 months, games, no more football. Very sad. You nervous for a game tomorrow? Not really, to be honest with you. It's not a big deal if we lose that game. I want to win that game. I don't think we'll win that game. So it's not really I'm not nervous about it. So if we win, I'll be pretty happy. 1st and 10 for Chicago. They're at the 37 as Williams going to hand it off up the middle. Loud popping of the pads there, crossing the 40 and brought down around the 41, 42-yard line. I'm going to mark him down at the 43. I find that pretty crazy there. So a gain of 5 for Munagai. Hyped NFL game this season. Yep, it is pretty big. It is a pretty big game. 10-win team could miss the playoffs. Yeah, an 11-win team could miss the playoffs. Crazy to think about. As Williams going to be in the pistol. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the left. As Williams, play action, drops back. He steps up. Williams fires. It is caught at the 45, brought down at the 46. That is Munagai again. Makes it 3rd and 1. Again, I don't know, how long you've been watching the NFL Mustang, but of course I've been watching for a long, long time. Yeah, 10-win teams missing out back then, very common, honestly. Again, a lot of 10-6 teams missed out. 11-win team missed out in 2008. The Patriots won 11-5 and did not make the playoffs. 3rd and 1 for Chicago. They're at the 46 as Williams going to hand it off up the middle. And one of the guys got the first down, crossing the 50 and brought down around the 48-yard line. Good run there as that's a gain of 7, and that's a Chicago Bears first down. But, that used to be pretty common. Not as common as of late. Again, the quality of play, in the NFL, not great. And it's still not great, but you're seeing a lot of, decent teams this year. As Williams going to drop back. He's moving in the pocket, fires to his left, and that is wildly out of bounds, incomplete. Just not any great team. There's a lot of decent teams, I feel like, again. So everyone's pretty much the same. Holding on the defense. Then it's going to be an automatic first down. That's the beauty of it, though, I feel. Oh, yeah, for sure. Was that the year Brady got hurt? Yes. Yes, Matt Castle did a decent job in relief. Went 11-5 and, didn't get in. Lost out, I think, on all the tiebreakers. Very interesting. 1st and 10 for Chicago. Again, thanks to the defensive holding penalty as Williams play action. Throws to his right. It is incomplete. Oh, Moore was not on the same page there as Nixon looking to make a play on the ball. Just couldn't get there in time. Keep getting ready for the 4:40 a.m. Yep. Have a great... for sure. Thank you again. Hopefully everything goes well, Ultimate. Hopefully everything goes well there. 2nd and 10. As Williams going to toss it. This is Munagai up the gut. And is brought down at the 41. Maybe the 40 if they're nice. So regardless, 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Shouldn't college just go Northern and Southern Conference like AFC, NFC? That's how fans divide themselves anyway. Not a bad take. Not a bad take there. I like that, actually. 3rd and 8. Williams going to be in the gun, and now there's a bunch of penalty markers being thrown in, and that's a false start. That'll back him up 5. Not ideal there for Chicago. There's a guy. Here's a guy. You sound like Chris Collinsworth. His career died quickly. Yeah, it did not work in Kansas City. It did not. Not at all. So 3rd and 13 for Chicago. That is their 39th pre-snap penalty this season. That is the most in the NFL. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 32. Williams drops back. He's looking over the middle. Moving to his right is Williams. Williams on the run. Throws it away. Incomplete. Pass intended for Loveland, or the sideline reporter couldn't tell, as Chicago will most likely punt. Yeah, Matt Castle, man, again, taking over for a team that went 16-0 the previous year. So that team must have been loaded. So, oh, man, that's so unfortunate for the Patriots. But, hey, well, I mean, they won 6 rings anyway, so I don't think anyone's going to feel too bad. No offense, Yin Yang. There's the snap, and here is the punt. And that's going to go and land out of bounds. Oh, that's inside the 5. Oh, he's at the 2. What a punt by Torrey Taylor. 43 yards. What a punt. And Green Bay will have their work cut out for him whenever we do return. Let's see here. Oh boy, what do you think of Al Michaels? I did feel like it was not his best before everyone else started talking about it. Yeah, he'd been kind of struggling down the stretch last few years. Last few years since prime, really. Which I still like him, but yeah, he's definitely. I think it's time for him to retire. And again, it's up to him. It's up to him for sure. But of course, they're going to keep paying you money. Why would you retire, right? It's millions of dollars probably. Like, you want me to retire? Well, I'm sorry. They keep signing the checks. But, yeah, his best calls are definitely behind him. Very sad. Would rather see regional conferences like they used to be. Yeah, no, I would agree there. I would love to see, again, the Big East and all that. all those guys come back. Feel bad. I wanted us to go 19-0, make history, yeah. Yeah, that was, again, that was a team that could have been very good. The 2008 Patriots. 2008 Patriots would have been lethal, I think. They would have probably, minimum, with Brady, 13-3, 14-2. But, hey, the Steelers will take advantage. We'll take a ring. That was our last one, sadly. 08. Good year, though. Good team. Steelers were a good team. Steelers didn't play the Patriots that year. I don't know. Steelers are a solid team. But Brady usually picked apart the Steelers anyway. Those Ducks are rolling. Yeah, let me go ahead and check that out again. Let's see here. It's still 34-3. Not an ideal game. Not an ideal game at all. Jeez, that is just not ideal. That's looking worse than Tulane and Ole Miss. Rich Gannon turned 60. Wow, happy birthday to Rich Gannon. Man, that's a legend right there. A late bloomer, Rich Gannon was. He was, I believe, a co-MVP or MVP. Very good. I watch a lot of NFL Throwback, that YouTube channel. They show condensed games about 15, 20 minutes long. Those early 2000 Raiders, man, those were great. Those were great teams. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Again, they have themselves backed up. It looks like they're marking it at the 5. Wow, okay, so they went from the 2 to the 5 all of a sudden. As Love's going to be in the shotgun. Trips to the left, tight end in tight to the right, sending a running back in motion. Love going to hand it up the middle, and he plows forward to the 10-yard line. Gain of 5. Love it. Go Ducks, yeah. Dolly Madison. Yeah, James Madison. Not looking good. Not looking good. Very bad. They definitely were frauds. 2nd and 5 at the 10. Love in the shotgun. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. As Love drops back, fires. It is caught at the 14, and Watson is going to be pushed out of bounds for a first down. What are they going to mark it? At the 17. So a gain of 7. Honestly, it depended who was at home. Steelers couldn't win in New England, but had a decent record at home against the Patriots. That's true. That is true. And considering the Patriots would have probably won again, 13-3, 14-2, they would have probably been home. So, yeah, I don't think Ben ever won up there in New England during the Brady era. As it's 1st and 10. As Love is under center. He takes the snap, drops back. Love steps up. Oh, and he's crunched, and there's a flag. And I'm guaranteeing you this is either holding or a personal foul. You know what? I think the Steelers did play them that year. He was injured. Yeah, so they played Matt Castle. Love is down. Love is still down. This is going to be against the Bears. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Wow, that is unfortunate. Jordan Love is hurt, yeah. So Love has, I don't know, he's going to be at least bare minimum out for this play, most likely for at least the drive, because Love is still down. Concussion probably, to be honest. You're with Saban. Tulane and Madison, no business in the playoffs. Very tough. Jordan Love is hurt, yeah. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Definitely a big reason why you would pick the Packers. Obviously, well, maybe not the biggest reason, but again, if your starting quarterback is hurt, then it's definitely a killer for the Packers. Give me a sec, folks. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Bad helmet. Yeah, he kind of lowered his head, too. He was just kind of ducking, and, that's just bad. It's just unfortunate, that, yeah, that's just unfortunate. You can't avoid that. If you're the defender, that's the thing. I can understand where the defender, would be like, well, what do you want me to do? Love was lowering his head. If he doesn't lower his head, I'm hitting him in the chest. But yeah, no, it looked like, that did not look good. And he was again down. So hopefully it's okay. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Let me know who you think's going to win tonight. Right now, 50-50. And, of course, again, if Love is out for a significant amount of times, actually the Bears fans or Bears supporters have just given the Bears the lead in the poll for the first time tonight. So Bears with a 51% chance, I guess, according to the poll. 51% of you guys with the Bears, 49% with the Packers. So to see that he's hurt, I wish he is okay. Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely don't want injuries. By the way, Oregon leading 34-3. Looks like Love is up and jogging. He's going to go to the blue tent. As we're going to show the replay here. Man, yeah, he was definitely crunched. And again, yeah, if he doesn't lower the helmet, you could probably say he's hitting him in the chest. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Packers. Malik Willis in at quarterback. So, again, he obviously has improved much, as a Packer. Definitely was not so great with Tennessee. 1st and 10, Willis going to hand it off up the middle and is going to be brought down around the 35-yard line. So that makes it 2nd and 7. Prayers for Love. Oh, yeah, man. So, again, Willis now going to be tasked with leading the Packers offense for the moment. I don't know how long Love will be out, if it's just the drive, few plays, the game, quarter. I don't know. Until the half. Who knows? 2nd and 6 for the Packers. Beat them Packers. Let's go Bears to Dr. Leahy the man. Appreciate you, Raider, for tuning in, man. 2nd and 6, sending a man in motion. Willis is going to take the snap and hand off up the middle, moving his legs, crossing the 40, brought down at the 41-yard line for a gain of 5. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Love is out of the tent. No helmet. He's going to go to the locker room. Love is going to the locker room. Can both lose? A Lions fan? I'm sure Lions fans would want a tie, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who you guys would rather want. Again, you play the Bears at the end of the year. So if you guys are the same record, I mean, you guys could knock the Bears out if the Bears were to unable to win another game. As Willis going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs going to be a little short, close. Looks like they're going to mark him about a half-yard short, as it'll be 4th and inches coming up for the Packers. Malik Williams go to school. Where did he go to school? Marty, let me get back to you on that. So Willis looking at the sideline, and they're going to call a timeout. All right, they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. All right, let me look. So, yeah, timeout Green Bay with 5:52. He went to Liberty. He went to Auburn and then Liberty. Let me get his college stats. So, he was Auburn, sat out a year, then went to Liberty. Okay. So there you go, Liberty. He was a Liberty Flames, yep. 20,000. Yep, Robert. That's a lot of money. A lot of money on the Packers. Good luck, Robert, really. I genuinely wish you the best. That's a lot of money. Yeah, Liberty, yep. Appreciate it, Matthew. What happened to Jordan Love? He got concussed for the moment. He is in the locker room. They're taking a look at him. So 4th and 1. Packers on the field. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Willis in the shotgun, lifts the leg, takes it out. Oh, he's going to keep it. RPO. He's got the first down at the 45, the 50, and pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Huge run there. Gain of 13, and that is a Green Bay Packer first down. Yeah, he went to Auburn and then Liberty. That is a huge play there. So, again, first down coming up for the Packers. Willis keeping it on the RPO. That was quite the play call there in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. As it's 1st and 10, Willis going to be under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Willis takes the snap, play action, drops back. He's looking over to the middle. He's going to take off and run at the 45, the 40, sliding down around the 39-yard line, making it 2nd and manageable for the Packers. Ticking under 5 minutes in the second quarter. Does Malik look like Micah? I don't know. I don't think so. 2nd and 3 coming up. Actually, you know what? I could see it. 2nd and 3. Willis going to be tossing it, tunnel sweep there to the running back, crossing the 35, brought down at the 33. That is Emmanuel Wilson. Man, he's kind of a big guy. Kind of looking like A.J. Dillon back there. A.J. Dillon's a big guy. Emmanuel Wilson, I don't think he's as big, but hey, he's a big guy. 20K and your quarterback just went down. That is brutal. Brent pulling for the Bears here. 2nd and 6. Willis under center, receiver to each side. Willis under center. Sending Golden in motion. Willis going to hand it off up the gut. Crossing the 30 and brought down at the 29-yard line for a gain of 4. As that is Chris Brooks' first carry of the night. And again, we're under 4 minutes now. 3:37 and counting. This Packers drive started at their own 5. 6.5 minute drive here. They are chewing the clock. Distant cousins. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, the second look there, Packers got this, says Deacon. 2nd and 6. Willis going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. As Willis takes a snap, drops back, looking over to his right, fires. It is caught at the 25 and pushed out of bounds, close to the first down. Are they going to give it to him? Yes, they will. As Wicks with the catch for a gain of 6. Wicks for 6. Nice. Likes up, everyone. Yes, no, it helps out the channel if you can like it up. Helps out the channel a lot. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Again, they're in Chicago territory at the 23-yard line. Willis under center, receiver left, receiver to the right. Sends a man in motion as Willis tunnel sweep here to Wilson. Wilson at the 20 and brought down at the 19-yard line. Again, no Josh Jacobs here on this drive. Hold on. No update on Love. Oh. The heaters on the Packers sideline are not working. Wow. Well, that's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate if you're the Packers. So it looks like there's a timeout Chicago with 2:24 left to go. That is a bummer. You should get merch that says touchdown turkey, that snap, the hold, the kick, it is good. The 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Yeah. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 2 receivers to each side. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Appreciate it, man. The Bears are operating just fine, by the way, if you're wondering on the heater situation there. 2nd and 6. Willis in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the... Okay. Willis going to hand it off down the right side. He's at the 15, the 10, and is pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Wilson with a big run there, and that is a Green Bay Packers first down. A gain of 14. Had some Bears there. Bears weren't able to make the tackle. Winds up and delivers. Yep. He kicks and deals. And that is the 2-minute warning. Green Bay, again, they are driving most of this without Jordan Love. 3-0 is your score. 2-minute warning. Packers ball whenever we come back. Just for the sake of fairness, I feel like Bears should put in Travis I think it's Tyson Bagent or something. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Third time, better get a touchdown. We'll see, Vegas. They'll let Jordan Love play. I'm sure they will, for sure. But Oregon is stopping. Yeah, I saw that. Bears have to turn off their heaters. Yeah, you got to be fair, right? Heaters not working is awfully convenient in Chicago. Yeah, no, it's a big deal. Big deal. Packers with no heaters. 34-6. James Madison with the field goal, cutting the lead to 28 right before the half. So, hey, you never know, man. You never know. Yeah, no, baseball. Again, football is I love football. Football forever. But definitely do miss some baseball. I really do. But when baseball, probably a month in baseball season, I'm like, all right, let's get football going already. That's how I feel. Malik went 4-0 last year, I think. Let me look. Malik did well last year for sure. He went 2-0. 2-0, yeah. But very solid. Very solid last year. Again, he kind of was showing off here. Let me go ahead and, again, we're in commercial break, folks. If you're wondering, what the heck are you doing? Why are you not showing the game? Well, I'm not going to show the game. Why are you not talking about the game? Because we're in commercial break. But, yeah. Willis, 1 for 2 as a starter in Tennessee. Only 50% completion. No touchdowns, 3 picks. And then, of course, sat behind Levis. And then 2024 got a chance to play a little bit and didn't look bad at all. Again, 40 for 54, 74% completion, 550 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, you'll take that every single time. 10 yards an attempt, that is great. I mean, that is fantastic. So, yeah, we'll see what he can do going forward. Again, is it LaFleur? Possibly, but hey, there's definitely an improvement from his days in Tennessee. Puka Nakua said concussions aren't real. It's all in your head. I mean, it definitely isn't all in your head. 200 in Oregon, 26. What's a dumb dude? Bears are the home team. For home field advantage, you play in the stadium, your heaters broke, that's on you, I guess. I don't know. My bad. I just realized I'm on. My bad. All right, first and goal. Packers are at the 5. As Willis, under center, drops back looking, floats into the end zone, incomplete. Pass intended for Dom Stevenson on the coverage. I don't know, man. We would go up to New England, and apparently there'd be some communication issues there with the Pittsburgh headsets. I'm sure Yin Yang knows all about that. I'm sure he'll deny those allegations right now. Dobbs actually got both hands on it, too. Wow. So second and goal for Green Bay. Again, they're at the 5. Heatergate, yeah. Thought you hear what they... Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about now, Jacob. It's crazy. Second and goal at the 5. Willis in the gun. Sends a man in motion. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left as he hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs crossing the 4, but then he is tackled right there. So no real gain. Again, a gain of 1 as Chicago will take their second timeout with 1:47 remaining. Travis is Tyson's dad. He's a multiple-time world champion. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Heatergate. Yep. Heatergate. I don't know. Can't play with, it's kind of annoying, obviously. It's like, well, you kind of expect it in a rivalry game, to be honest with you. You got to love that, honestly. Like, whether or not they did it on purpose, it's not a big deal to me. Got to bring your own heaters, man. That's something that would happen like in the 20s or 30s or something like that. Totally between these two teams, though. We're in the 20s now. That's crazy. Anyway, 2025. That's the year. Third and goal. We're at the 4. Willis in the gun. Trips the right to one receiver to the left. As Willis lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking, fires in the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Pass, I think, was behind the receiver. Brisker in on the coverage, looking pretty happy there. Looking at the replay here, Willis dropping back, looking over the middle, fires. Yeah, just behind, almost intercepted, to be honest with you. So, looks like McManus on to attempt the kick. This would be, a 23-yarder, 22-yarder. He's set up right down the middle. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 6-0 is your score. Green Bay leading over Chicago. 1:41 left to go. Chicago go down the field, score a touchdown, and they would take the lead. That is how it could happen. Gronk's got the snow machine. I didn't notice. Time Chargers for spying on the Jets practices in the mid-2000s. Chargers also trying to bring back Stickum. Oh, really? I didn't know that. What the heck? There's no need to spy on the Jets in the mid-2000s. Well, hey, they had Chad Pennington. Give me Chad Pennington. Let me actually look. How were the Jets in the 2000s? They were decent. They had Curtis Martin. They weren't terrible. They were up and down. 10-6. Let me actually, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're just, again, in commercial break. So 2001, 2002, lost divisional round. Yeah, Herm Edwards, they weren't terrible. Eric Mangina took over, Mangini. And then Rex Ryan there in the late 2000s. Back-to-back conference championship losses. Then, since then, don't ask. Don't talk about it. Jets missing the playoffs in 2015 with a 10-6 record. That is unfortunate. That is tough. This guy, Chance. Hey, no, it's okay. No one's talking about it. It's all good. Spygate was just because we were good. We did nothing wrong. Oh my goodness. All right. We won't address that one. Won't address that one, Yin. Hi there, Doc, and everyone. As a Lions fan, I watch with interest. I bet. Good to see you, Tiffany. Google Charger Stickum. Fox report from October 2012. Let me actually look that up. Lavernius Coles, yes. Hey, he was a good receiver. He was a good receiver for the Jets. Lavernius Coles, they had Wayne Krebet. Chargers stick him, huh? Kind of curious here. Well, we're going to way back here to Chicago. Again, it's 6-0. We're investigating for using banned sticky substance on towels to help with players. Grip the football. North Turner denied the cheating. NFL lost a thing. The league found no evidence. The Chargers did receive a $20,000 fine regardless. That's interesting. So they receive a fine, but they weren't guilty. Interesting. You kind of like Rex Ryan as a head coach. Don't tell anybody. Secret safe with me. Hey, he wasn't bad. He made the Jets interesting. He made the Jets interesting there. Not going to kiss Belichick's rings. That was pretty good. But, of course, again, the Patriots ended up winning more rings as McManus kicks it off to resume this one. And that's going to be booted into the end zone, and he will take a knee. So 1st and 10 coming up for Chicago. They'll be at the 35. You'll calm down. That's good. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. If the Chiefs got the Patriots treatment, they should have at least one scandal, but instead they just give Mahomes all the calls and treat them like the darlings. That's fair. 21-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, it's windy. There's another link right under it for a Chargers fan forum. What is Stickum anyway? That's crazy. What is Stickum anyway? What is it? 1st and 10 at the 35. Williams in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. As Williams, again, trying to lead the Bears to some points. Williams takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 40. He's at the 45 and brought down close to midfield. As that is a first down for the Bears. He tackled him at the 49-yard line. As it's now trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Williams in the shotgun. He takes the snap, drops back. Williams looking to his left, scrambling to his left, throws it down the left side. It is way out of bounds, incomplete. Stopping the clock with 1:13 left. I'm really hoping these teams pick up and score. I'm not trying to see another bad game today. Hey, man, that game was good. I'm telling you. Tyson's dad also owns a CrossFit gym, trained in Martinsburg High School through numerous West Virginia State championships. Nice. Pretty neat. I don't want sticky stuff in baseball for pitchers because the other team has to hit those pitches. If NFL teams want to throw flat balls and wear sticky gloves, I'm not as bothered. That's fair. 2nd and 10 at the 49. Williams in the gun. He drops back. He's looking to his right. Throws it over the middle. It is caught, and then he's brought down at the 45-yard line. That is a gain of 6 as they're at 102 and counting. Again, a 3rd and 4 here. They need to get to the 41 for a brand new set of downs. So they kind of got to hurry here. As Williams drops back, looking to his right. He throws incomplete. Pass intended for Cole Kmet, but unable to connect on that one. And it's 4th down. The Bears wanted the call. I didn't really see much. Let's see the replay. There was some contact. Oh, I could see. Okay, there was definitely a grab there. Chicago fans definitely have a gripe. I understand why the Dakotas don't have an NFL team. When I lived in South Dakota, 20 mile per hour was called calm on the news. Oh, wow. Always over 30 when I was there for a year. That is insane. Jeez. 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. As Williams in the gun, and there's a flag. Delay a game. Delay a game for Chicago. They may be punting. Wasn't technically Stickum, which was probably what everyone's going for, but they did find a bunch of towels with foreign sticky substances. Interesting. So 4th and 9, again, you have to imagine Chicago will punt. So yes, they will. The punter's out there. Taylor ready to punt it away. Again, he had one, landed at the 5. Very impressive as there is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 9-yard line. That's where Green Bay will take over. Actually at the 8. 45 seconds. There's some pushing and shoving again. These teams have been at it tonight. This is the third skirmish now that has involved both teams, a good amount of players. So very interesting stuff there. Again, you have to imagine the Packers won't do much here. Large enough media market. Yeah, that's fair. A little about 15 minutes away from Martinsburg, Virginia. Nice. Ben Johnson, yeah, no, he's not happy. It'd be cool if the NFL had more small market teams, though. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Some John Cena music going on in the background as the Packers going to line up in victory formation. Of course, there's no victory yet. So it looks like the Packers will, I don't know if they'll have to take another knee or not. Yeah, they will have to take one more knee. And the Packers going to take the second knee here, and there it is. So that is your halftime score. Packers 6, Bears nothing. Of course, I will stay here for the, duration of halftime. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been a pretty fun one, despite the score. It really has been. Looking like a fight. Yep. Gino playing. Yeah, just blame Gino. Gino in 2012. Wasn't he in West Virginia at the time? He was still planting evidence on the Chargers. Yeah, no, Willis and Parsons, very similar. Good evening. How's it going, Bing? Good to see you, man. Imagine he cashes the $20K bet even with Love hurt. Would be pretty insane. Robert, we're pulling for you, man. We really are. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my system here. Maybe I can catch up a little bit just by resetting it. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Of course, again, Packers leading 6-0. I guess I can check over the stats here at the half for you. How quiet is it? Oh, my gosh, this is what you guys hear. There's no noise. All right, Love, 8 for 13, 77 yards. Willis is 1 for 3, 6 yards. Again, Love has been, at least for the moment, he is not playing at the moment. He's been knocked out with a concussion. I guess he's questionable to return. Countdown sale. A lot of video games on sale. Nice. Caleb Williams, 5 for 9, 65 yards. Of course, we have Green Bay rushing. Emmanuel Wilson, 6 for 38. Jacobs, 9 for 27. Willis, 4 for 18. Love, 2 for 7. Brooks, 1 for 4. Golden, 1 for 1. Chicago is 5 for 24. Swift is 4 for 16. Moore, 1 for 12. And then Williams, 1 for 9. Then for receiving, pardon me, Dobbs, 4 for 51. Jacobs, 2 for 12. Watson, 1 for 7. Musgrave, 1 for 7. Wicks, 1 for 6. Look at that. Perfect. Wicks for 6. And then Chicago receiving, Zacchaeus, 2 for 33. Walker, 1 for 15. Loveland, 1 for 14. And Munagai, 1 for 3. So there you go. Team stats. We're going to look at team stats real quick. Looks like Green Bay, 178 on total yards. Chicago, 126. First downs, 13 for Green Bay, 7 for Chicago. And then penalties, 5 for Chicago, 1 for Green Bay. Time possession, 19:57 for Green Bay. Chicago, 10:03. So not ideal if you are a, Bears fan. Let's see here. Have a feeling on the Raiders ruining their draft position soon. This guy. I feel like this game isn't about rivalry. At Ben Johnson's introduction presser, he said he looked forward to beating the Packers twice a year. Bears owner really emphasized beating them. Yeah, I'm sure. What channel is this program on? It is on Fox. And Lloyd, thank you again. You are a legend, my man. Thank you for the $3, Lloyd. Look at you, man. You're great. Appreciate you. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. So, yeah, that's a nice sticker there. How's it going? It's going, Lloyd. It is going. It is going. Yeah, the game's on Fox. W. Lloyd. Yes, Lloyd is a walking W, folks. He is a walking W. Very close. Yeah, it is. It is 6-0. Again, it's kind of giving me Miami, Texas A&M vibes here. But yeah. But yeah, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. And again, if you haven't done so already, if you're new to the channel, make sure again to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I call games. Oh, that's right. I will be calling more games tomorrow. I need to put them on. Again, they're already made. I already made everything, the thumbnails and all. I just need to put them so you guys can see them. So again, I will be covering Tampa Bay and Carolina. Publish that. Pittsburgh and Detroit tomorrow. I'll publish that. And then New England and Baltimore. I may as well publish the Monday night game. San Francisco and Indianapolis. So again, if you like football, this is the channel for you folks. I am not even kidding. I love football. This is what I do. Again, plenty of football coming on tomorrow as they slowly but surely get loaded up onto my channel. Nice, Lloyd. Yeah, no, Lloyd is a walking W, man. Dude, Corn Palace Stadium, centrally located between the metropolises of Rapid City and Sioux Falls. They'll have plenty of room for parking. What is that, Matthew? Where was that? Did I lose that? Did I lose the conversation that we were talking about? My apologies. Love, get healthy for next week. That's what George is saying. Like, hey, this game, don't worry about it. We lose, but getting ready for next week. This is definitely reminding me of the Miami, Texas Tech. It's Texas A&M. Texas A&M, Scott. Texas A&M. Hey, been good? Have you been good as of late, Doctor? I've been okay. I've been hanging in there. Again, we had some pretty good streams today. So, pretty good. Again, we've been crossing milestones. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this one. Yes, and I forgot to tell you that I pushed the thumbs up button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I mean, whether you thumbs down it or thumbs up, it's actually not a big deal, but preferably thumbs up. But, if it's not, it's not, Only so much I can do to control that. It's like Rhino doing well. Do you want to check again? I always look to see what's going on in the, with the buddies. Looks like everyone's leaving the Oregon JMU streams. Yeah, I don't blame them. It is a blowout there. But yeah, it's been fun. Let's look at what's going on over there. It's probably still halftime. They take halftime for about an hour. Yeah, they do. So yeah, 34-6. 34-6. Unbelievable. Matthew was probably talking about NFL teams in the Dakotas. Oh, okay. You're doing great, Doc. Thank you, George. I try. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure you get a like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel, folks. Thank you for questioning me. You're good, Scott. You're good. You're good. But let's see here. Have you heard of rumors of Bears moving to Indiana? Yeah, no, I find it crazy, but that's just the way it is, I guess. NFL Dakotas. I see. NFL Dakotas. I'm sure, again, it's been quite a bit since the last expansion team. Usually there's an expansion. I mean, there hasn't been an area or a time. I can't speak. There hasn't been a time in the NFL's history where we've gone 23 years without a team. And of course, there's no announcement. So even again, if they announce it right now, it's probably going to take about 3 or 4 years. So yeah, I mean, it is very. We're in uncharted territory essentially at this point. Dakotas don't have the population for it. I mean, I don't know. What's the biggest? I guess I'd have to see the biggest city, I guess. 50 people hit the thumbs down button. Yeah, appreciate it. And I'm just thinking thumbs up. Yeah, good. First time. You do very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Again, this is what I do. I've been here. I try. Congrats to the Fair State Bulldogs. Okay. You know what? That reminds me, for some reason, I need to check out the FCS scores. So let me go ahead and check that out because I was a little curious on how that Montana game was going to go. Looks like Montana State beat Montana. So Montana State, let me go ahead and show you guys the FCS championship here, or the semifinals. So Montana State over Montana 48-23. And then in the other game, Illinois State leading over Villanova 24-6. Wow. So it could very well be Montana State versus Illinois State in the FCS championship. I don't remember when that is, but I'll try to cover it if I can. I really will. But if not, then oh well. If that's at the same time as college football or the FBS or NFL, I can't do it. They're going to expand to Europe before anywhere else. Yeah, I know, and that I don't see how that really. I don't like it personally. I mean, it sounds stupid, I guess, but I just don't like it. It's. I don't like the NFL trying to go global. I don't know. It's just too much. It's our game, I don't know. And just think, like, let's just say there's a team, in London or Paris or whatever. Like, just imagine getting drafted to that team. Like, obviously there's a lot of money, but would you really want to live in a foreign country? I don't know. I wouldn't. If I got drafted, I'd be like, man, I don't want to live in Europe. I want to live here. That's just me, though, I guess. Let's see here. Bears ownership wants to abandon the Illinois taxes and move to a reasonable state. It's a little crazy up there. Thought JMU would have brought the pressure. Yeah, me too. I was wrong as well, Lloyd. Biggest city in South Dakota is 80,000. Oh, geez. Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know if that's possible. Illinois State versus Montana State. Yep. Bears have a historical team. They are. Most likely expansion places would be Portland or Oklahoma City. Portland is mostly Seahawks fans, so I bet Oklahoma. Oklahoma. I don't know about Portland. Yeah, because Seattle's right there. That would be a pretty cool rivalry, though. Oregon and Washington. Oklahoma City. I don't know if I really. I don't know. I'm thinking St. Louis. I'm thinking like St. Louis. It is crazy. I know St. Louis, San Diego, Oakland, and they can find a fourth team, I'm sure. It's good college basketball game on tonight. 3 Duke and Texas Tech. Okay. I missed your message, Jim. Sorry. Sioux Falls, South Dakota has about 200,000. Not a ton better, but oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's doable. I mean, if there's they'd have to poll. NFL would have to poll, like, hey, like you guys NFL fans, what if we make the tickets affordable, stuff like that? I'm sure they would. If the tickets were like, pretty good, like $10-15 a ticket, you get people in there. And of course, again, you concession stands and all that, people will pay for food. Gonna check with the back with Jason. Yeah, no, have a good one for sure. Appreciate you, Scott. Green Bay has all Wisconsin, including Milwaukee. Yeah, no, Green Bay's, yeah, but they're that historical team. I don't know if it would work the same with the new team. Yeah, that's doable. 200,000, I think you poll them. Hey, you get a lot of interest. You have cheap tickets. You get fan interest up. And then, of course, if you want to go ahead and start raising it during, and if they get good, then yeah, do that. But that's how you do it, though. You don't just, $300 a ticket. Like, no one's going to really want to see an expansion team. They're going to stink. So you gotta make it reasonable. All jokes aside, the only market that could really support an NFL team with today's stadium is the Bay Area. Probably. You've been to Chicago Share Army? I'm not too sure. Buffalo's the smallest medium market in the NFL, and technically Green Bay, but all of Wisconsin watches them, which is 5 million. Jordan Love is officially out, so that has answered that question. So no Love for the remainder of this one. So the Packers will have Malik Willis the rest of the way, and we'll see what he can do. Good thing I had Puka on my fantasy team because Love was my starting quarterback. Oh well, I mean, obviously I hope he's okay. But yeah, Puka put up points, so we're good. 2 for 1 there. Green Bay will kick off to Chicago to resume this one. As McManus, he might as well just have that other guy hold the ball because you know the ball's going to fall over. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's good. It's going to stay up. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. There is the kickoff. And that's going to be fielded in the end zone. He's at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and diving forward to the 34-yard line. That is Devin Duvernay with the return. A return of 35 yards. OKC is too close to Dallas. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's just too close to Dallas. St. Louis, yeah. No Jordan Love. Nope. Bears move to Indiana. Will they stay the Bears or Chicago get a new team? You got to keep the Bears. You gotta keep like the actual Bears. Now again, you have to change Chicago because then you won't get support from the new market. 1st and 10 at the 34. Williams going to be under center. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. As Williams takes a snap, hands it off. This is Swift. Swift fighting forward for about 2. So brought down at the 36-yard line. Bears move to Indiana. Okay. OKC and Dallas are the exact same distance. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I don't know, but the thing again, I think they're just too ingrained with the Cowboys. I could be wrong. On that. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 36. Williams in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Williams takes a snap, drops back. Looking, checks it down in the flat. Caught. This is about a guy at the 40, the 50, 40, 35, and is pushed out of bounds. What a run there. Huge play. Going to push him out at the 30-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. And that is a Chicago Bears first down. Just a little screen there to Monagai. Again, what a guy he is. And he was just wide open. And it's a screen, but there's no one on the right side of the field, it seemed like. So 1st and 10 here at the 30. Williams going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. As Williams going to pitch it out. This is Swift. Swift hesitating and then is tackled in the backfield. That is a loss of 3. Tackle there by Hobbs. So good tackle there for the Packers, forcing a 2nd and 13 for the Bears. Indiana Bears and a new Chicago team, yeah. Great run. It was. Love, Parsons, Wilkins. Packers have had big injuries. Yep, it is very bad timing. 2nd and 13. Williams play action. Drops back. He's looking over the middle. Throws. It is incomplete. Almost intercepted there. McKinney in on the area there. And again, getting a hand on it. Pass was intended for Loveland. Oh, wow. He had 2 hands on it. Loveland doing a good job, I guess, of getting a hand on it, honestly, because could have been a pick. It's going to hurt for Green Bay a lot tonight. I wish he get well soon. Yep. Pray for him for sure. 3rd and 13 as Williams going to drop back. He's going to swing it out. This is Swift. Swift at the 35, the 30, and is going to be brought down at the 28. Forcing a 4th and medium. You have to imagine they will kick the field goal. So here comes, actually I can't remember, is it Santos? I could be wrong, I can't remember. Yeah, it's Santos. This is a 46-yard field goal from the right hash. Uprights are moving. They're still moving. Jeez, they're moving wildly. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, fading, and it is good. The wind, again, it pushed it. But good job there by Santos to read the wind correctly. As honestly, again, it barely got in. But yeah, 6-3, Green Bay leading over Chicago. You apologize, Scott, about Sioux Falls. Oh, you're good. 1 million people? Yeah. But, I mean, you never know. Lions fan since birth, I never cared for the Bears. Sorry, Bears fans, but I love Mike Ditka. It'd be beyond weird to not see the big C on the Bears. Yeah. It would be very odd. Yeah, I'd have to get a new logo for my thumbnails. I have to get the actual one. That's actually the one you're seeing there. The one you're seeing right there is actually the Bears logo now, which I think is ridiculous. Again, that should be the secondary logo. I don't know. I find that weird. That was just an odd choice. And maybe they were just preparing mentally. Hey, this will be the logo soon. JMU is about to pull off a comeback. What the heck are you saying? Oh, JMU down 21, 34-13, a 47-yard touchdown to Decanaro. Decanaro. Interesting. I don't know about that there, but that's neat. 34-13 is your score there in Oregon and Eugene. That hooked. Yeah, no, it was definitely an interesting kick. Currently playing NFL Street 2 on an emulator. There we go. Favre and Grossman at quarterback. There we go. Yeah, man. Good old days. Good old days, man. I prefer NFL Street 1, and I prefer doing the pickup game with like the random NFL players, like the random 40 players you have to pick. If you got Michael Vick, it was like over. And, of course, there was Dante Hall. I love playing with Dante Hall. He was fun. Good old days. Good old days. Man, looks like we are working our way back here to Chicago again. Green Bay leading 6-3 over Chicago. 12-12 left to go in the third quarter. Of course, the story is Love is out. He is done. He will not be returning to this one. Yeah, Rex Grossman. Wonder how Chicago Bears fans feel about Rex Grossman. I mean, he played in the Super Bowl. That's got to be something. As there is the kickoff, and that will be fielded into the end zone for a touchback. Can't pass up on the wall jukes for 2, though. That's fair. Here's the hole, and the kick is up. This guy. NFL championships. Yes, I hear about those a lot when talking with Browns fans on Twitter. I'm like, okay, that is expired currency. We have new ones. They're called Super Bowls. 1st and 10 here at the 35 as Green Bay, again, looking to get something going here without Love. They were able to move the ball pretty well in the one drive with Willis. Willis in the gun. He moves a man in motion. Willis gonna play action. Drops back. Willis throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 45. He's gonna be pushed down at the 38-yard line. What a play there. That was Musgrave on the catch, and that is a Green Bay Packers first down. Musgrave throw a little bit behind, but hey, it was right on. I mean, it was on target. Kind of slowed him down. But hey, that is a big play. And again, they are in Chicago territory. Do you play Switch games? I do not. My wife has the Switch. I do not play many Nintendo stuff. Not that I don't like it. I just never really played it. Willis in the shotgun, lifts the leg, pitches out. This is Jacobs. Jacobs is going to be smacked at the 36. Maybe 3 on the play there for Jacobs. Jacobs isn't even the leading rusher. They've been mixing it up a little bit more Wilson than anything. Why does the NFL get a touchback to the 35, but college gets it 25? The NFL doesn't need the help. Should be the other way around. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with college. In college, you can put up points if you're a good team. As Willis going to hand it off. This is Wilson. Wilson at the 35, breaking tackles. and is brought down at the 31-yard line. Oh, that was Williams. Pardon me. That was Savion Williams, a receiver, getting the handoff there. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I think it should be the 20, to be honest with you. But both, by the way, NFL and college. But that's the NFL now. They want points. They love points. All the rule changes has led to this 6-3 game, so keep that in mind. Browns went to the playoffs a few years ago, didn't they? Or Mike Usman? No, they did. They did. That was also their Super Bowl. Third and a long one. Willis under center, receivers to each side as Willis rolls to his left, fires in the flat. It's caught. He is going to run out of bounds, though, at the 26, but that is a Green Bay Packers first down. That was Musgrave on the catch, his third of the night. Last two catches have been first downs. Neither NY team plays in New York. Bills don't play in Buffalo. Skins don't play in Washington. Niners don't play in San Fran. Cards don't play in Phoenix. And the Cowboys don't play in Dallas. No big deal. Well, again, if Chicago moved to Illinois, if they moved to Indiana, there's no way they can keep Chicago, because then they're not gonna. They just won't get the support unless there's already Chicago fans there. As Willis under pressure, evading a sack, moving to his right, pump fakes. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 20 and runs out of bounds across the 15-yard line. What a run there by Malik Willis. And that is a first down. I mean, that was a great play. Pump fakes, making the guy miss. That was Tremaine Edmonds. And I would argue again, those are pretty close to their original name as well. Looks like there's an injured Packer. That is Watson. Oh, man. No, that's not Watson. No, Watson is also shaken up. There's also another guy on the ground. Reed is injured. All right, I got everything put together, so I'm back to watch the best play-by-play guy on the platform. Well, I don't know why you're here then, but I appreciate it, Ultimate Sports, for tuning in. Turkey taking a lot. Yeah, no touchdowns here, Don. Yeah. You're not seeing that with Jordan Love. No, Willis, a little more speed there. Mahomie, yeah, no, dare I say, yeah. Oh, that kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes. Looked a little Mahomie there. Oh, Merry Christmas. That's, I don't know, it seems like that's what Chris Collinsworth sounds like to me. What city in Indy would they represent, since the Colts have Indianapolis? In Indiana, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just hope they can get it. I don't know. I just don't like all the movement. I don't like it. I'm kind of a boomer. I don't like seeing the Chargers in Los Angeles. Los Angeles doesn't care about the Chargers. And, of course, I forgot the other stuff. I already forgot. Oh, yeah, the Rams. I think they should go back to St. Louis. I'm aware. They were in Los Angeles before. I get it. But, to me, St. Louis is fine. It does work in Los Angeles, but St. Louis needs a team. And then the Raiders in Las Vegas. Like, that is disgusting. Mark Davis, he's a disgrace. Disgrace to his dad. He really is. Al Davis loved the Oakland Raiders. He loved winning. Mark Davis does not. Really is just disappointing. I feel bad for Raiders fans. I feel bad for Joseph there. Oblivion. He's a Raiders fan. Yeah, no, it's bad, Chance. Take back the jam, you come back. Now, here's a guy. You really do sound like Collinsworth, this guy. This guy. Oh, man. Simple. The Gary Grizzlies. Ugh. That doesn't sound like a football team, though. It sounds like sounds like an XFL team. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Packers. They are at the 14. Willis is under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As sends a man in motion. Willis going to hand it off up the middle. This is Jacobs. Jacobs crossing the 10, brought down at the 9 for a gain of 5. We just replaced the Colts. Colts take over the Falcons because they're quitting the NFL. This guy. Raiders in Las Vegas. It's Twilight Zone. Yeah, I don't like it. Did you say the Rams watch party in SoFi Well, they were playing Seattle. I did not know. What the heck is that? Do they have like a virtual? Okay, that's weird. That's one way to sell tickets. Don't even sell. I mean, you don't have to watch the game or the actual game there. That's weird. 2nd and 5 at the 9. Willis in the gun. He will hand it off. No, he keeps on the RPO. Willis is at the 5 and brought down close to the line of the gain at the 4.5-yard line. What are they going to mark? What are they going to say? I think they're going to mark him short. So, yeah, 3rd and inches here. Willis is under center. Oh, it's the quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down, brought down at the 4. Willis making plays with his feet. That's one way to do it. And Willis pretty good at it. 7 carries, 34 yards. Very impressive. Yeah, I figure in the future, if they ever have holograms, what they'll do is they'll show like the holograms on the field or something. Like it's an empty stadium. Like, let's just say, Packers at Chicago. People go to Lambeau and watch it there. But like the holograms, I don't know. I think that'll happen. Willis going to hand it off up the middle, leaning forward, still moving his feet at the 3, and then Jacobs brought down. Oh, the ball came out. Ball came out, focusing on a fight over here. The ball's over there. The ball came out. Oh, man, Chicago's pointing. Chicago is pointing. Chicago football. Wow. Jacobs fighting for extra yards. And that just ripped it out. Edmonds with the recovery. Wow. Edmonds still didn't want to give up the ball. He's like, it's my ball. They had basically a watch party for the game because it's a big time game. They barely had like 500 people show up. This is a 70K capacity stadium. Not even broke. That's crazy. That is pretty insane. Yeah, the Rams don't even. Los Angeles doesn't care about football. Los Angeles doesn't care about football. NFL Justice moved the Rams to St. Louis and put them right back in the Edward Jones Dome without changing a thing. There we go. There we go. Super scoring. Yep. Fumble, yep. Ball is out, yep. Woot, indeed, D-Mill. So, yeah, they're going to review this. I don't know. I didn't really see anything there. So, right now it is a Chicago ball. Going to be inside their own 5, though. But that's better than allowing a Packers score. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I've covered these teams both a decent amount this year. More so the Packers, to be honest with you. This is actually the 9th Packers game I've covered. That is a lot of Packers games. Jeez, the Bears at 5. This is their 5th Bears game. Both teams, the Packers with a 7-1 record. Bears 3-1 whenever I cover. So they are very solid. I mean, that's a combined 10-2. This game is making Miami and Texas A&M look good. This guy. Hey, that was, again, I will die on that hill. I thought that was a good game. I really did. I mean, it was not a high-scoring game. That doesn't mean it wasn't good. It was entertaining. I was entertained. I really did enjoy that. By the way, for those of you wondering what's happening there, it is Oregon 41, James Madison 13. So thank you for coming, James Madison. We will be seeing you. We will be seeing you. Knew they would review it, yeah. Lots of crazy fumbles, turnovers these last few games this week. Yep, definitely nothing fishy about that, Trisk. Haven't even had a touchdown turkey. Yep. That was a wild play. It was. It was indeed. It was indeed. How's that NFL Street game going there, Joseph? Yeah, man, that is fun. I haven't played NFL Street in probably about a few years, actually. Yeah, man, I missed that. I'm looking at it right now, just on my shelf, PlayStation 2. Yep. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments, especially during commercial breaks, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. It is free. I want to make that clear. It is free. We're back here in Chicago. Green Bay 6, Chicago 3. Chicago will have it at their own 2-yard line. As Williams going to be under center, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight to the left. Sends a man in motion. As Williams going to hand it off up the middle, breaking a tackle. He's at the 5, the 10. Monagai spinning around, crossing the line to gain, and brought down at the 15-yard line. Gain of 13, and that is a Chicago Bears first down. Haven't lost this up. There we go. Need Jacobs and Monagai to score to win. Win your bet. Yeah, again, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It is not looking ideal for touchdowns today. 1st and 10. They are at the 15. Williams going to be under center, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight, sending a motion. That is Loveland as Williams takes a snap. It's a tunnel sweep to Monagai up the gut, and he is going to be pushed back after he gets to about the 18-yard line for a gain of about 3. There's nothing wrong with a defensive struggle every once in a while. You still get your close finish. Yes, I just, as long as the game's close, that's all that matters to me. I mean, blowouts to me are the worst. Had one earlier, and it really took some years off my life, not going to lie. Tulane and Ole Miss. 2nd and 7, they're at the 18. Williams going to be under center as that's going to be another tunnel sweep to Monagai. Monagai, though, is dropped in the backfield. That is a loss of 1. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Live in a very religious country, so they go all in for Christmas. In the Central Plaza, they have 4 spotlights doing a little dance in the sky to spot Santa. That's interesting. That's very interesting. PA drag, motion to the left receiver to the right. He's open every sign, yep. PA drag, play action drag. As Williams fires, it is caught at the 20 and is going to be brought down at the 22-yard line. So 4th and 3 coming up for the Bears. I think the running play I used to run a lot, it's very simple. I think it's crash or something like that. I don't know, it worked well for me. I could run the ball well. I remember PA bomb, play action bomb. There's corner strike, I think, or no, where the running back runs like a, I don't know, it's really weird. There is the, it wasn't corner strike, something corner. There's the punt bouncing at the 40 and going to roll at the 36. Wow, it's just died there. Now they're going to whistle a 10. 4:15 left to go. So a 43-yard punt, and that's where the Packers will take over at their own 36. Ducks are happening. What's happening there? Oregon again leading 41-13. Looks like Oregon will have it at their own 32. Again, 8:48 left to go. Just like a run to the left. Yep. Let's see here. You're getting the shaft on your Swift pick. Monagai getting, Monagai getting a lot of carries for sure. Did they say how long Love is out for, or is it just he's out for the game? Yeah, they just said out for the game. So I don't know anything about next week. I always level their guy when they run an end around. It's easy to spot. Yeah. Man, that was fun. 41-13, Ducks on cruise control. Yeah, it's not looking ideal there. It's not looking ideal at all for the group of 5. So it's pretty much going to be, well, I guess we can look at it. Let me go and refresh this for next week. In the college, well, actually not next week. I guess 2 weeks. I guess a week and a half from now. As far as the college football playoff, going to be Oregon and Texas Tech. They'll be playing Thursday, January 1st. Alabama and Indiana, 3 o'clock on January 1st. And then Ole Miss, Georgia at 7 o'clock. All these times Central, by the way. Oregon, Texas Tech at 11. And then, actually, that Wednesday night on New Year's Eve, it'll be Miami and Ohio State. So we should have some decent games there. And again, I'll be covering every single one of those. So, yep, I'm just kind of hanging out here at this point. Waiting for the game to resume. As we're back here in Chicago again, 6-3 is your score. Green Bay leading. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. And they will have it at the 36. If everyone subscribed, it'll be over 3,500. That is true. If everyone were to subscribe right now, I would be over 3,500 subscribers. So make sure, again, to do that. I don't think that's happening, but I appreciate it, though. Will, it's going to be under center, 1st and 10 at the 36. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. As Willis looking around now. As Willis takes the snap, hands it off. This is Wilson. Wilson at the 40, 45, and brought down at the 48. Another big run there by Wilson. And that is a Green Bay Packer first down. It feels like the Packers have had the ball nearly the whole game. It really does. If you're Chicago, you got to be a little bit nervous. The saving grace is that despite all that, it's only a 3-point game. The Bears beat the Steelers. Oh, yeah, the Steelers are not that good either. That is true. The Steelers, not that great. 1st and 10 for Willis and the Packers as he hands it off to Reed on the end around, turning the corner at the 50 and is pushed out of bounds around the 46. That is a gain of 6. Watson has returned to the game, so that's good to see. Jack Lambert likes. Nice. Nice. All right, 2nd and 4 coming up for Green Bay. Again, they're at the Chicago 46, 3:14. That is Pie and counting. In the gun, 2 receivers left. Running back now to Willis's side as he hands it off, but there's nothing doing. In fact, there's going to be a flag, and it's going to be on Green Bay. You're at the Sun Bowl in 08. Oregon State beat Pitt 3-0. I'm not sure I remember a single play. The Village people played at halftime. Okay. 3-0. Yeah, that must have been a game. Ole Miss beats Georgia. Remember, you heard it here first. Actually, a lot of Ole Miss fans at the last game were pretty confident about Georgia. I mean, oh, man, they did not like that I was kind of like not scoffing, just, I find that hard to believe. I'll have to see it. I'll have to, I have to see it happen. 2nd and 9, Willis going to be under center as he drops back. Play action, Willis fires over the middle. It is caught, and then he's pushed out. That is a first down for Christian Watson. Tough catch there again. It was kind of bouncing all over the place in his hands, but able to secure it before stepping out of bounds. Wow, yeah, no, good catch. So first down for Green Bay. 2008, who was the quarterback for Pitt? Was that Palco? Was Tyler Palco the quarterback? I don't know. I have to think about it. 1st and 10 at the 41. Willis going to be under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sends a man in motion. Willis going to hand it off up the middle, crossing the 40, and brought down at the 36 for a gain of 5. Did a random quick game, Seattle and New England. Tom Brady, of course, and that'd be Matt Hasselbeck. Dr. Lay would beat Colin Cowherd in a fight. I really don't like Cowherd. I don't know. I mean, I like Cowherd, actually. Cowherd, I've been listening. I know you don't like Cowherd. I've actually been listening to Cowherd. We didn't really have ESPN or all that back then. We'd have it randomly. We'd have the local channels, and sometimes my dad would get the other package, and then sometimes we'd have to roll it back. But yeah, I would listen to Cowherd a lot, Colin Cowherd, as he hands it off down the right side. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 33-yard line for a gain of 3. Yeah, no, I like Colin Cowherd. There's a lot of takes I don't like. I mean, he will say he does a great job, though, of just getting you to listen, because he will say the things you're like, what the heck? Colin, what are you doing? However, I found that the older I get, the more I guess I agree with the guy. Sometimes, again, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know, maybe like 60% of the time. 3rd and 2 at the 33. Need to get to the 31 for a brand new set of downs. Willis in the gun as he drops back. Willis looking over the middle. He floats it down the left side. It is caught at the 5. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Oh, that was a strike. And the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns. Malik Willis finding Romeo Dobbs. Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? And now there's whistles being blown. Hold on. Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander. Yep. Jerry Rice. Ooh. Thought it'd be Daryl Jackson. Taunting on Green Bay. But the score will count. Yeah, Reed, what the heck was he doing? What an idiot. Reed taunting at the Chicago sideline. I mean, that is, not ideal. It's a good game tonight. Looks like they're all going running the ball and running down the clock. Yep. Bill Stahl. Oh man, I don't remember him at all, to be honest with you. Appreciate it, Denny. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Eat turkey, eat. Yep. The herd is awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely entertaining. And I like First Things First. That's probably my new favorite show. I don't watch it often. I really don't watch it at all. I watch the YouTube, the segments there. And every now and then Rich Eisen, but I used to really like Rich Eisen. I don't know. And then lately, I don't know. I mean, maybe I kind of like him again now. I don't know. The media, there's not many in the media that I listen to really, that I really like anymore. McManus on for a 47-yard extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. 13-3 is your score with 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A lot of threes. You like threes? Well, there you go. Third quarter, 33 seconds, 13-3. There you go. Which TV commentator would you punch in the face? I don't know. There's really no one I want to punch in the face. There are some I don't like. Let's see here. Actually, I don't know. I mean, there's some I don't like. I don't know. Yeah, no one's really punchable. It's just like, like, I don't know. It's like you're just baiting me, I feel like, at times, Chris Collinsworth, listen. No, you don't. He'd punch Chris Collinsworth. Williams can't find backup receivers anywhere. You're talking about, I mean, hasn't really thrown the ball on. Only 13 pass attempts for Williams, so I don't know. I guess that's a game plan. Again, it's a windy day. I know that's got to be tough there, JT. Chris Collinsworth. First touchdown. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. Like, I mean, most of them, honestly, are on ESPN that I don't like. I don't mind Stephen A., to be honest with you. I'm okay with, again, it's up and down. Sometimes, Stephen A. is on it for sure. Then there's other times no, dude, you're being too much. I'll be honest. Not a fan of Ryan Clark. I used to be. When he first came on the scene, man, he was great. But now it's like, oh my gosh. Don't like Mina Kimes. I don't think there's a single football take that she said that I've liked. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I don't like Mina Kimes. But again, it doesn't make me want to punch anybody. No, of course not. But not a fan of Mina Kimes. And then on Fox, if there's any on Fox, can't think. Hold on. I used to not like Nick Wright, but now I do. I like Nick Wright now. I just think he's that also long-haired guy on ESPN. He's on Fox. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's very obnoxious, but it's about the Chiefs, but he will give reasonable takes every now and then. He will. He's very entertaining. Again, that show to me, First Things First with Nick Wright, Broussard, Chris Broussard, and then Kevin Wildes, man, that is top tier. That is kind of like, I feel like it's the closest thing to like the classic ESPN. It really is. Obviously, it's a debate style, yeah, but it's really fun. It's loose. I really enjoy it. There is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 10. It's at the 15, the 20, 25, and going to be brought down around the 30-yard line, and that's where Chicago will take over. Or you think so. There is a flag, actually. Collinsworth. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Collinsworth. Not anymore. Holding on the Bears. That'll back them up 10. He's an idiot. He said the team should have an asterisk for not playing the Chiefs in the playoffs this year. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that is obviously, idiot. He's an idiot for that and just whatever. But he's good. I do like him. I do like him. But he will, there will be times like, man, dude. Hot take, Green Bay has insider info on all division rivals. Oh, man, well, interesting. If that were to be true, that'd definitely be a scandal for sure. First and 10, Williams going to be in the shotgun. Trips to the left, sending a man in motion. You got a receiver in tight, or tight end in tight, pardon me. As Williams going to take the snap and hand it off up the middle. And Swift is going to be brought down at the 24-yard line for a gain of 4. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 13-3, Green Bay leading over Chicago. So, yeah, totally get it. Bears falling apart again. Yeah, it's not looking good, RC. Good to appreciate you, man, for tuning in. I'm not a fan of Bob Costas either. Yeah, I think he's kind of a snob. Yeah, I don't. Bob Costas is kind of a snob, to be honest. Trisk says Ryan is better than Ben. Shame on him. When did he say that? Did Trisk say that recently? Did I just miss it? When did Trisk say that? I'll have to have a little talk with Trisk, I guess. Throw the New Jersey at him. Yeah, I know. Unbelievable. Started walking towards each other. I don't know. Used to not like Joe Buck. Now I do. Same here. Actually, yeah, I used to not like Joe Buck at all. But now I mimic him sometimes with the it is, and then because I don't know what's happening, throws it over the middle. It is caught, and yeah, that's what he does. He'll pause sometimes. He will do his take of the that guy. Who's that announcer? Summerall, right? What's his name? What is his name? The one that did it with Madden? I can't remember his name now. It escapes me. Pat Summerall or something like that. Delay, you were joking. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see it. It's about to look like, I'm going to send this guy a text after the game. Like, what are you doing? Delay, how it goes? It's going all right, RC. Hang it in there. Well, this is a game. It is a game, Jonah, man. I don't mind it. Good to see you, Jonah. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, no, as far as like commentators, like the play-by-play guys and all that, there's really not one that kind of stands out that I don't like. Brady got better a little bit. Again, last year he was terrible. Now he's all right. He's getting there. Yeah, as far as like play-by-play guys, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Chris Collinsworth, obviously kind of annoying with the Mahomes stuff. Same thing with Tony Romo. Again, he started off really good. Now he's kind of bad. So, I don't know. Some things, I don't know. Haven't seen any games today except Miami and Texas A&M. Well, this is pretty much part 2 of it, to be honest with you. Pat Summerall, yeah. Pat Summerall, again, he did a lot of pauses there. Malik can cook, but Love out kind of sucks. Yeah, no, just concussion, yep. They all sound the same? No, man. The really good ones, man. Iron Eagle, he's the best one. Iron Eagle is so good. All right, we got 2nd and 6 here for Chicago. They're at their own 24. Fourth quarter has started. Williams rolling to his right. Play action fires. It is caught at the 45 and is pushed down at the 46-yard line, as that is a first down for the Bears. You like Romo? He was good. I don't know. I don't buy it anymore. Vince Scully is the GOAT of baseball. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty great. I like John Miller myself. He's really good. 1st and 10. They are at the 46. As Williams under center, sending a man in motion. Williams going to hand it off up the middle to Swift at the 50. And going to take a few Packers with him on the bus there. Brought down at the 45-yard line for a gain of 9. Trisk is like, this guy. Trisk loves Summerall. I think we talked about that. He was all right, I guess. I don't know. He's kind of boring for me, I like the new announcers that, a lot of energy, I don't know. Just different, I guess. Is Williams going to hand it off? This is Swift. Swift cuts inside. He's got the first down, crossing the 40 and brought down at the 39-yard line. And that is another Chicago Bears first down. Romo used to be good because he knew the script. Okay. Kevin Harlan. Yeah, Kevin Harlan, really great. He is an all-time great for sure. But I would still stick with my Iron Eagle pick. But yeah, Kevin Harlan, obviously. A very, very just amazing. He's great. 1st and 10 at the 38 as Williams going to hand it off. This is Swift. Swift at the 35 and brought down at the 31. So a nice run there. Again, Chicago now looking like they know how to play offense all of a sudden. Again, only 3 points in the first 3 quarters, which, actually they scored in the third quarter. But all of a sudden they are moving the ball, moving very well. Green Bay, by the way, with 28 minutes and 54 seconds of time possession, still got a whole quarter left to go. 2nd and 4, ball at the 32. Williams going to be under center, tight ends in tight to the left, sending Loveland in motion as Williams going to hand it off. This is Swift, and Swift dancing his way to a first down, brought down at the 24. And that is another Chicago Bears first down. Not sure why Bears fans put much stake in Caleb. Just not good. He's all right, but I get what you're saying. Paul McGuire. Who is Paul McGuire, if I may ask? Trisk is right. Romo used to be able to read the play calls, but they told him stop doing that. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, no, he was calling the play out before it was happening. Thank you for the streams today. Appreciate it, George, for tuning in, man. Hopefully you have a good night, man. Appreciate you for all 3 games. Again, that is awesome. Williams, play action, rolling to his left, spinning around at the 35. Williams at the 30, throws it away, incomplete. Pass intended for Zacchaeus. Williams again evading pressure, doing a good job there, throwing it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Scully was amazing. Oh, yeah. Oregon's about to put up 70. Unbelievable. Another random selection, quick game. Trent Green and Priest. There we go. Chiefs. Trent Green and Priest Holmes. 3 heart attacks this quarter. Oh, geez. 2nd and 10. They're at the 24. Williams going to be under center, sending it more in motion as Williams going to hand it off up the middle, and he won't get much as he's brought down at the 23 for a gain of 1. Romo, Nance, Olsen, Eagle, Buck, Aikman. It's fair. Name that team. Yeah, the Chiefs. The Chiefs there. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. That's how Summerall was. Touchdown. Yeah, found it boring. Sorry, find it boring. 3rd and 9 at the 23. As Williams going to be in the gun. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. As Williams, heavy pressure, throws it away. Oh, that might be grounding. No flags right now. I am surprised that there's not. I mean, that's got to be grounding. He went straight back and just threw it away. There it is. Yeah. Williams, heavy pressure immediately and just threw it away. You got to hate that if you're a Chicago fan. Unbelievable. That was tough. Again, bad O-line, and then just interesting decision there. Intentional grounding. That'll back him up. Be amazing if that guy wins for sure. Paul McGuire was Jerry's dad. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know who. Oh, Jerry Maguire. I mean, I only saw like parts of that movie. Zacchaeus, the little man, this guy. 4th and 21, and the Bears will have to settle for a field goal. This would be a 51-yard attempt, and the wind has kind of died down a little bit. It's still moving, though. Still moving. Again, this would be right to left. And Brady actually just drew it right now. Look at that. Just drawing it right to left there. He needs a draw. Oh, now it's moving. The uprights are moving, man. He's going to miss it. We'll see. Again, this would be a 51-yard kick. Can he read the wind correctly? He did it earlier. Santos taking his time. 51-yard attempt from the right hash. We're just waiting at this point. Jeez, All right. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And he just snuck it in, too. Oh, man, it might not have had the distance a few more yards. But it is good. 13-6 is your score. Green Bay leading by 7 with 10:52 left to go in this one. Aim for the upright. Yep, got to do that. You know, you're seeing the wind in the video game. Aim for the upright. Windy City, it is. Brady analyzing kicks is so funny. Yeah, right. Why was there no play clock on that kick? Yeah, no, that's a good point. It was taking forever. That's a good point. He drilled it. Yeah, no, 51-yarder. It's cold and windy, so very impressive kick, honestly. 51-yard kick, and he barely got it. That's how kicks used to be, folks, back 20 years ago. 50-yard kicks, they were barely making those if they had the leg for that. Now it's like a 60-yarders, a chip shot. All right, let's see. Let me refresh this, make sure this is good. I'm assuming it is. 48-13, yeah. 48-13, Oregon leading over James Madison. What a game that is. What a game that is. What a game this is. Again, 13-6 this is. Really, really delay. Yeah, this guy sucks. All right, Packers again leading 13-6. The winner of today's game, of course, will hold the number 2 seed in the NFC North, or in the NFC North, in the NFC. Of course, I guess that assumes, pending results tomorrow. As no, actually, no, yeah, because the 3 seed, the 3's 10-5. So yeah, they'll hold the number 2 for the rest of the week. So pretty big game. Trisk has the script. Yep, it looks short, but that wasn't in the script. Trisk usually is correct. Again, he doesn't really watch anymore, but he just knows how the game's going to go. Is Malik Willis the best backup quarterback in the NFL? Let me look at the other backups real quick. Or I don't even know if I can name them. I don't remember. Better, the Broncos, better. Better. Davis Mills pretty good, actually. I don't know. Davis Mills, maybe. Colts, Lions, Ravens, Panthers, Chiefs, Cowboys, Dolphins, Vikings, Bengals, Falcons, Jets, Saints, Browns, Commies. Mariota's pretty good. Can make an argument for him. Raiders, Cardinals, Titans, Brissett. I don't know, but Brissett's starting. I don't know. Definitely a top 5 backup for sure. Again, I don't know. You can put him in any order. Fielded at the 3s, at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20. It's at the 25, 30. And he is slammed down at the 37-yard line. That is Savion Williams with the return, his first return of the game. And the Packers will have pretty good field position, as again, they're already at the 37-yard line. Cubby, that's pretty good, yeah. He's pretty solid. Man City, this guy. Is it a good game? Yeah, I would say so. DeVito's the best quarterback just based on vibes. This guy. Kickers now, they get to kick helium and all that. That's stupid. All right, 1st and 10 at the 37. Willis going to be under center as he drops back. Play action. Willis looking over the middle. Moving to his right is Willis, and he's going to take off and run. And he slides down, at the 40. Late slide there. Oh, and there is a flag. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you got to feel for Chicago. I don't know if I really like it again. See, he starts sliding. I mean, he did slide late, but again, the guy actually wasn't diving down. And it really wasn't a huge hit. That is pretty bad. That is, I don't know. I don't know if I like that call. Tyrant is the best backup if you go by win and losses. Yeah, but, I mean, yeah, no. Tyrod, he's seen his better days. Just not that great anymore, to be honest. So that penalty, very costly, as that penalty by Chicago puts the Packers in Chicago territory. They're at the 44. Willis in the gun, lifts the leg, and is going to hand it off on the end around. This is Golden, hopping up in the air, and is brought down at the 42-yard line for a gain of 2. Pardon me. Late hit to the head, yeah. Looks like there's an injured Packer there. Again, a lot of injuries in this game. A lot of injuries in the last, pretty much all the games we covered today. Jeez, I guess that's just the way it goes. So an injury timeout, 13-6 again. Green Bay leading over Chicago, as they're going to give them a gain of 3 there. So it'll be 2nd and 7 at the 41 whenever we come back. Let's see here. Back again. How's it going, RC? Guess who's back? Back again. 13-6 again is your score here. Packers leading by 7. In the Oregon game, James Madison cutting the lead there to 28. So 48-20 is your score, as James Madison has finally gotten off the bus. Oregon, though, yeah, they could put up 60 for sure. Interesting. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you did like what you're listening to, I will, of course, be here tomorrow. 3 games. Doing 3 games tomorrow. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. And, again, make sure to subscribe. It is free, folks. It is free as can be. Think of it more as a follow button. How did the Tulane Ole Miss turn out? Terrible. Ole Miss ran away with that one. How does a tie work when looking at number 1 seed? Well, with the are you talking about the Seattle Seahawks and the Rams specifically? I'm assuming that's how, because, I mean, yeah, well, Seattle actually has a game up on them. They're 12-3. The Rams are 11-4. I'm not too sure what you're referring to there. If you're talking about, like, you know, if the Packers win this one, Packers cannot tie anybody, essentially, because they have a tie, which is ironic to think about. But since they tied, they can't really have a tiebreaker with anybody. They're just going to be above or below somebody. With the Bears, I don't necessarily know what the tiebreaker is against the Seahawks. I imagine it's not great. Let's see if I can... That's not what I wanted. Dang it. I hate when I do that. Unpin there. Move that. Trying to duplicate the tab here, and I'll try to get you an NFL standings thing. Looks like there is a... Yeah, so actually it's like... I'll get back to that little thing in a sec. Just not too sure, man. A lot of injuries in the NFL. Yes, there has been. So 2nd and 8. Ball at the 42. Willis going to be under center. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight. As Willis looking around. And is Going to take the snap. Play action. Willis drops back, looking over the middle, dancing in the pocket, running backwards. Now moving to his right, now running forwards at the 45-40, 35 sliding down. I don't think he got it, though. I think he slid too short. It's going to be close. George, appreciate you, man. Look at that. We got 2 new members tonight. Thank you, guys. What a day. It's been a great day. George, thank you for becoming a delay diehard. Thank you again. So I don't know if they marked it a first down or not. I'd have to see. Again, I thought he slid before that. Yeah, no, he did. 3rd and 1. They're at the 35. Willis under center. As Willis going to hand it off up the middle. He's got the first down. Wilson, as Mr. Wilson is brought down at the 32 for a gain of 3. Just curious with the tie. I don't watch a lot of European football. This guy. This guy. Yeah, no, the tie pretty much, if the Packers, whatever happens with them, wherever they finish is where they finish. There's not going to be any tiebreakers with them because the tie messes them up, whether they're either going to be above somebody or below somebody. So 1st and 10, Green Bay has it at the 32. So Will's going to send him in motion yet again, making him run some more. Hands it off to Wilson, crossing the 30 and brought down at the 28. So, yeah, for example, again, had the Packers, beaten the Cowboys, they'd be 10-4. They would actually be the ones with the 2 seed right now because they would have, of course, that victory over the Bears. But because they tied, they have, of course, 9-4-1. Bears 10-4. They are behind. But, of course, a win, they would be 10-4-1. The Bears would be 10-5, so they'll be a half game above. Niners have a better shot at the 1 seed than the Bears. That is true. 49ers win out. They get the 1 seed. And it's crazy to think about. 2nd and 6 at the 28. As Willis sending Golden in motion. Willis going to hand it off. This is Wilson. Wilson at the 25, the 20. Carrying Bears with them. And pushed down at the 15-yard line. And that is a Green Bay Packer first down as we're approaching 7 minutes to go in this one. Packers with a score. If they score at all, it is a huge score there because that would make it a 2-score game. Saw a stat there's actually been less injuries this year than last year. Really? Doesn't feel like it, but I guess that's how it goes. In the moment, it feels like there's injuries all the time. 1st and 10 at the 16. Willis going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Willis takes the snap. It's a touch pass to Reed. Reed is at the 15 and not going to get much. Looks like there's going to be a timeout. Chicago. That is their first. So they're trying to control the clock here again. The clock not in their favor. College overtime is the only thing I like over the pros. Football should never end in a tie. Yeah, honestly, again, I would agree. Again, the college overtime to me is great. It really is. It's perfect. Each team gets a spot. Make it, it's not make it take it, but you score. You got to match that score, do better. I think that's fine. And then after the 3rd try, it's 2-point conversions only. That'd be great. That'd be a great way for the NFL to solve that. 2nd and 8, ball at the 14. Willis going to be under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Willis is going to take the snap and hands it off. This is Wilson, and Wilson fighting, but the Bears going to bring him down after a gain of 1. No timeout here for the Bears as the clock will continue to run. You like Williams, so I don't think the Bears are quite as good as the record shows. Yeah, I've been kind of saying that. I mean, obviously, again, I feel bad. So there's a lot of Bears subscribers here on the channel. But I've been kind of saying, the Bears really haven't convinced me. And I told them, I said, look, Bears have a tough stretch down the road, okay? These last 3 games. If you can get 2 wins of your next 3, I will shut up about the Bears. Not off to a good start. Willis swings it out. It's caught. He's at the 13, cuts inside at the 10, and pushed out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 4. And it looks like the Packers will bring on a field goal unit. Caleb always folds under pressure and then plays good against bum teams. I mean, there's really not a lie at that moment. Williams definitely has a talent, but, you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you can't win the big games. And this is a big game. This is for the division, not for the season, division, but again, for a lead in the division here. 28-yard attempt from the left hash. It is up. It is good. And 16-6 is your score at 5:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Packers up by 10. Welcome, George. No, yeah, thank you, George. Again, that helps out the channel a lot. I just realized I'm still on the small screen. What the heck? You guys not letting me... You guys just let me look like an idiot in front of everybody here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Nice to know I can count on you guys. What the heck was that all about? Letting me look like a bum. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And, of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. And, of course, let me know who you have winning in the poll right now. Of course, Packers leading by 2 scores with just over 5 minutes to go. But the Bears actually with 51% of the vote. So 51% of you guys with the Bears, 49% with the Packers. Your flies. That's exactly what happened. You guys caught me. Like, seriously, what was that all about, guys? Like, hey, your screen. What's with your screen, Doc? You know, I'll get comments like, hey, man, refresh the screen. You're behind or you're ahead. I'm like, look, I can't control that. But stuff I can control. Oh, yeah, Doc, you're good. You're all good, man. It's all good, man. The Bears lose this game. They are in jeopardy of missing the playoffs. Somewhat. Again, they still control their fate. They still control what's in front of them. As the Packers, again, going to have to use a holder there for the kickoff. But, again, the Lions being 8-6, I mean, the Bears still going to be a game up. I mean, the Bears really, you beat the Lions, you're in. You beat the Lions, you are in. Not watching, just listening. Oh, you're good. Doesn't matter who the quarterback for the Bears or the Packers is, they get the job done. There is the kickoff fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and brought down at the 33-yard line. Dr. Lake Jersey, yeah, no, that's pretty cool. We'll do. We'll show them off a little bit more tomorrow. I don't know how that's really going to work. But Caleb Williams Vanishing Act, yeah. New kickoff rules are so dumb. They are. They are. I say again, move the ball back to the 30 when kicking off, or even 25. It's just dumb. 1st and 10 here at the 32. In the shotgun is Williams. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. As Williams takes a snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Williams fires. It is caught at the 35, the 40, and brought down at the 43-yard line. That is a first down for the Bears. As again, they're now under 5 minutes, 4:45 and counting. Bears down by 10. They got to get it going now. Williams in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. As Williams drops back, he's looking, throws it over the middle. It is dropped by Monaghan. He was hit as soon as the ball got there. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 4:31. In the game here. Let's see what we got here. 11 is nice, but can someone tell me why Bears didn't get Warren instead? I was shocked as you were there, Cubby. When that happened, I was like, what the heck? Loveland again, good, but yeah. Some girls like, okay, this guy. Just got home from the hospital. My dad's saying, I see, oh, man. Hopefully all is well there, Chris. As Williams drops back, he's looking, throws it in the middle. It is dropped across the 40-yard line. Zacchaeus couldn't hold on to the ball, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. Hopefully, Chris, you're all good, man. Hopefully, everything's good. Man, that stinks. How much Christmas shopping with that big bag? Yeah, I have no money. No money. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, RC. It really is. I've not really ever been in this position financially before, to be honest. But we will be fine, though. 3rd and 10 at the 43. Williams dropping back. He's looking, stepping up. Williams pump fakes. He's going to take off at the 45-50, sliding down. That was close. I don't know if he slid before or after the line. Where are they going to mark it? First down for Chicago. 4:10 and counting. They're going to get on the ball real quick. Williams going to take the snap, and there's a challenge flag. Ooh. And LaFleur is like, hey, are you sure about that? Yeah, prayers your way here for sure, Chris. Hopefully he gets better soon. That's unfortunate, man. After replay assist, the runner was short. He starts his slide around the 49-yard line. So, yeah, that's huge there. Williams sliding. Brady saying to dive forward. Hey, it's what Brady would do. Brady would dive forward. Brady would put it on the line. Bears receivers aren't good either. Yeah, they're not that great. Sometimes these quarterbacks need to dive head first when going for the first down. They do. Again, he had space. Williams had plenty of space. He did. Could have easily dived forward, and that's what Brady's saying. So 4th and 1. They need to get to the 47. They're at the 48. Williams in the shotgun, receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As Williams sends a man in motion, Williams drops back, looking over the middle. He's going to take off and run, and is going to get the first down, diving forward at the 35-yard line. Diving forward, I guess, whenever need to, but hey, whatever. You got the extra yards. First down for Williams and the Bears. They're moving quickly. Moore now moving to his right. 3:40 and counting. Again, they're at the Packers 36. Williams drops back, looking to his left. Now moving to his right as Williams throws it. Out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3:32 left to go in this one. At least the game was on the winning room. That's always good. Brady not impressed. Yeah, I know he's been ripping him. Looking like Caleb Vick out there. Yeah, no, he's been sprinting. He's been sprinting and running around for sure. Roma Dunze. Yeah, Dunze is pretty good. Just haven't been on the same page. Too little too late for the Bears, possibly. We'll see here. Williams in the gun. They're at the 36. As Williams drops back, way back, looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Moore. He took a big hit there. And now it's 3rd and 10. Again, that was interesting. And again, Brady saying the same thing. Triple covered there. I mean, 3 Packers in the area. As the NFL 2K announcer would say, there were 3 sharks in the water out there. That was just an interesting throw. Didn't I know that the Brady was in commentary? Yep. As Williams drops back, 3rd and 10. He's looking, heavy pressure, stepping up, now moving backwards. He's running around in the backfield. Williams gonna take off and run at the 30 and extends for the first down, but there is a flag. And Williams knows it, and he's going to walk back with his head down, holding on the offense. And it's now going to be 3rd and 20. Any update I love? Just that he's out for the game. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else concrete there, Chris. So, yeah, holding call. That is devastating. 3rd and 20 for the Bears as things have gone from bad to worse. 9 penalties for Chicago, 100 yards. Unbelievable. So 3rd and 20, they're at the Green Bay 46. They need to get to the 26 for a brand new set of downs. Williams in the gun, drops back. Williams looking over the middle. He steps up. Williams is going down. It's a sack. The ball came out, but I'm pretty sure he was down. Now there's a flag. And it looks like it's going to be on Green Bay. Oh, the face mask. Oh, man, the one thing. What in the world is that guy doing? Brinson, I don't know what he was trying to do there, but he just gave Chicago a first down. Yeah, Brinson, you were caught. The guilty party is you, buddy. And that is a Chicago first down. Third down penalty. Yep, that's how it goes. Illegal contact. Nope. Trisk really does have the script. Third down penalties. Now, I've actually told him, like, hey, on third down, it's like, I've actually said this to the chat. Third down, there's always a penalty. It's like, it's just how it goes. And in a crunch time situation, third down, there's going to be a flag thrown. This time, it was a face mask, which is rare, but I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 31. Williams drops back, looking, throws it down the right sideline, incomplete. Pass intended for number 20. Don't have a name on it because I don't have any information here. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Chicago. Can't do that. You can't do it. Packers keeping the Bears alive in the game. Yep. Face mask is illegal contact. I would say so, Trisk. Take the field goal now. I'd say this isn't on your time is on your side. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. 2nd and 10 at the 31. Williams in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Williams drops back. He steps up, throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 25 and then tackled pretty much immediately. That was Munagai with the catch. Clock continued running again at 2:52 and counting. Williams in the gun, drops back, looking to his left, throws. It is caught at the 18, and that is going to be a Chicago Bears. Well, there's a flag. Hold on. And looks like the Bears don't look happy. It's not going to be a first down. That's going to be a penalty on the Bears. It'll back them up a few yards. Illegal shift. DJ Moore never got set. Oh, man. And Tom Brady saying that Moore looks exhausted. Wow, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, Moore looks pretty tired. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, 3rd and 9 here for Chicago as they're at the 30. They need to get to the 21 for a brand new set of downs. Williams drops back. He throws. It is caught. This is Moore, but Moore is bottled up at the 25-yard line for a gain of 5. And Chicago's going to run off the field and settle for 3. That's ideal. Dr. Lake jerseys coming black. Don't know if I can wear. Yeah, again, it's like the jerseys are kind of like a prototype. I don't really know how it would work down the stretch there, but I appreciate it. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. We will. Brady's becoming, yeah, that's what I said again. Last year, terrible, but he's become much better. He's become much better. There is the 43-yard kick. It is up. It is good. And Chicago makes this a one-score game with 1:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. 16-9. Hated him on the field, of course. Oh, yeah, I think most of us did. There's no way they can make this. He made it. Straight down the hatch. Yep. So, again, 16-9 is your score. Just 2 minutes to go in this one. Maybe overtime. We'll see what Green Bay can do. Again, Green Bay's looked pretty impressive with Willis in at quarterback. They haven't missed a step. Again, more on the ground as Willis making a lot of plays with his legs. But Willis is a passer, 7 for 9, 84 yards and a touchdown. So, very, very solid whenever they do go through the air. He made it, but chewed up so much time. Yeah, Brady was losing his mind. Exactly. No, Brady's solid. He's calling him out. He's saying what we're all thinking. Or at least, football fans are thinking for sure. Field goal attempt. It took forever. Yep, just in time to waste the 2-minute warning. Yep, just in time. Exactly. Packers got this. They are in the driver's seat. The win probability, I'll go ahead and go back to this. Yeah, the Packers, again, you can see here, 96% chance to win as of now. Of course, again, that's just a probability. It's not accurate. It can change throughout the game. It can change in the next few minutes. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you did like what you've been listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is free, folks. Today we crossed 3,400 subs, 200 subs in one day. Very good. That's awesome for a small channel. So thank you again. as we are moving on up in the world, folks, one stream at a time. Again, thank you for tuning in. And again, I'll be on tomorrow for 3 streams. Panthers, Buccaneers in the first window of the NFL. Lions, Packers in the second. That game might be very important to both of you guys, Packers and the Bears. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football, we'll be doing Patriots and the Ravens. So hopefully you guys will be there. If you're listening, if you're wanting to listen in for a play-by-play, I got you covered. Of course, again, feel free to chat down below and talk about the game, talk about the NFL, whatever. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Packers, if they make the playoffs, they'll be out in the first round. Couldn't score against the Eagles and struggle tonight. And it's a cold game. Nick, I don't think that's fair. Jake from State Farm, more muscular or just heavier? Who remembers Jake from State Farm? More khakis on the phone answering the center. I don't remember. I have no idea. First down, how many timeouts the Bears have? The Bears have 2 timeouts. So the screen down there is accurate. Want to make that clear now. Sometimes it's not, but yes, good question, because sometimes it's not accurate. Onside kick, and it is recovered by, hold on, the Packers at the moment had it. This will be interesting. Onside kick. Oh, Chicago has it! What the heck? Dobbs had it, and then he, I guess, didn't have it. What the heck? Wow. And Chicago will have a chance to tie the game. The onside kick. I was thinking, this is a disastrous call. Well, Dobbs has it in his hands and then decides to put it on the ground. Wow. Dobbs choked. Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Well, you just gave the ball to Chicago. Chicago saying thank you. Dobbs is down. So Chicago, who has yet to score a touchdown all game, they'll have a chance to score one here. And again, this is pretty much it. Philly fan, I know the horseshoe is undefeated. Horseshoe, I guess I'm not following there, Cubby. Tristan didn't call that one. Nope. Crazy something to have. I thought the clock was over 2 minutes. This guy. Fantastic finishes. Yep, Trisk missed the script on that. It happens. All right, 1st and 10 for Chicago as they have some life here. 1:56 remaining. They just recovered an onside kick. Williams drops back looking, throws it in the flat. It's caught, and he's going to be brought down at the 50-yard line for a gain of 3. Loveland going to hustle to the line, hustle to the middle there, give the ball to the ref as it's 2nd and 7. Komet moving in motion. Loveland's going back to his left. A lot of time already, 1:35, so 20 seconds for one play. Williams drops back looking, throws. It is caught. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 40-yard line. That is a gain of 10, and that is the Chicago Bears first down, 122 and counting. They are at the Green Bay 40 as Williams going to be in the gun yet again. 2 receivers to each side. Williams takes a snap, drops back. Williams looking over the middle, fires. It is caught. This is Swift. He's at the 35 and diving forward to the 32-yard line. 1:04 left is actually, they're going to take a timeout. Timeout Chicago as they are closing in on the 30-yard line. So very interesting again. Do you think it's going to get warmer the further we get into winter? I don't think so. If you're saying something about the Packers, I get what you're saying, but no, I'm good. I don't think so, but I don't know. I think they'll be fine. Brady, right? They got so much time. They do have time, but again, they are, taking a lot of time there. We'll see. Was it Dobbs who taunted the Bears earlier? No, that was Reed. This game is insane. It is. I did too. I said something crazy will happen. I thought the clock was over 2 minutes. Go back and read this guy. Questions will it be 17-16? No. 2nd and 2, ball at the 32 in the gun. Williams drops back. He's looking, throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 12. Oh, DJ Moore with a great catch. And now they got plenty of time. As a minute and counting, 50 seconds and counting here. 1st and 10 for Chicago. They're at the Green Bay 12. Williams in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Williams drops back looking, throws it to his left. It is caught and runs out of bounds at the 7. Oh my goodness, Chicago coming back from the dead. Looking to tie it up. Oh my goodness, this game has went from 0 to 100 real quick. Loveland coming open in the flat. So 2nd and 4. Hey, man, appreciate you. I don't know about 4,000. That's a lot, but thank you again. It would be great to get to 3,500 by the end of the year. Expectations have risen. Williams drops back. He's looking to his left. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Zacchaeus. A little bit too high. Making it 3rd and 4. The guy with the 30,000 bet. Yeah, 20,000, but yeah, it is. It's a lot. Normally say go for 2, but the Pack got a backup quarterback and Bears got momentum. Yep. I don't know. 3rd and 4 for Chicago. They're at the 32. They need to get to the 2 for a brand new set of downs. Williams in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side, sending more in motion. Williams drops back, looking over the middle, fading back, throws it. It is off the upright, incomplete. You can't get 3 points there. Can't get 3 points that way. It'll be 4th and 4 coming up for Chicago. So Williams in one play, 1 timeout left. I don't know if they'll use it here. 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Williams in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Williams sending a man in motion. Williams drops back, looking over to the middle. Williams throws it to the back of the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Chicago. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Ja'Day Walker breaking free. Unbelievable. Wide open. A busted coverage by Green Bay. Williams under heavy duress. And there is absolutely nobody in the back corner of the end zone except for Walker. Wow, indeed. What are the overtime rules? It cannot end in a tie. I know, it's unreal. Extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. 24 seconds left to go. Green Bay up by 10 just a few minutes ago. Just 2 minutes ago, game time. They have found themselves now in a tie game with 24 seconds. Bear down. Best game of the day. Probably. Well, I mean, I don't know. Miami and Texas A&M, man. If Green Bay loses, yep. At myself for not taking him. Touchdown turkey. I'm sorry, the touchdown turkey. I'm sorry about that. Totally forgot about that. My bad. The touchdown turkey. I was kind of locked in with that call. The touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns, folks. He's unbiased. I promise you. Just kind of escaped my mind. Do the turkey. Yep. Catch was amazing. For sure. So 24 seconds. Chicago looking to defend the last 24 seconds in this game. Looking to put this in overtime. Touchdown turkey indeed. Wow. So Santos looking to kick this off, and ideally you put this in play. You put this into the end zone. You're an idiot. Santos boots it. And that is going to be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, 20. He's at the 25. And Williams reversing field, but not going to get much. Brought down at the 27. So 17 seconds left to go. Green Bay has 3 timeouts. So after every play, you imagine They will most likely take a timeout. So 1st and 10 as they are at the 27. Willis going to be in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Willis takes the snap, drops back. Willis looking over the middle. Heavy pressure. Willis is going to go down. That is a sack. And we are going to go to overtime, folks. That is it. 16-16. No food for me. No late dinner for me yet. Oh, man. Green Bay did not call a time before that play. Yep. Does anyone know the overtime rules? It cannot. Yeah, it can end in a tie. For sure, it can end in a tie. Green Bay with 2 ties would be pretty insane. I don't know if that's. I don't remember the last time that's happened. Probably the 40s. You got rigged, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Chris. It happens. Green Bay blew it. They did. Again, Romeo Doubs just could not make the simple grab. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad by Doubs. And I know he got hurt, but I'm just saying, I mean. Oh, well. Night, Doc. Good night, Jim. Good to see you, man. Oregon again up 51-26. So, again, we are going to go to overtime and see here. We'll see what happens here. Hold on. Hold on. Head and the tail. Tails, Bears win it. Bears are going to be kicking off to Green Bay. So there you go. So the Packers will have the ball. I don't know what you're talking about, Dwayne. I'm a little lost, Dwayne. Dwayne, and then Snow. I don't know what you guys are saying. Guys are being, I don't know, not being clear on what you're saying there. Anyway, it is what it is. How's it going, Butterfly? Good to see you. Let's go. Bears still up even with the fever. I have to support my Bears. Yeah, no, again, hopefully you get better. Again, we're going overtime. 16-16. So we'll see how this one goes. This was definitely an interesting game. 30 minutes ago, everyone was saying there's no points. This is boring. Yeah, no, I thought it was fine. Thought it was a great game. Oregon slammed the Dukes. They did. They were slamming them. Last time I checked, again, I just checked a moment ago. Yeah, 51-26 in that one. Not a close game at all. Let's see here. Let's force turnover. We'll see. Again, Packers, of course, will have a first crack at it. Just got off the phone with my dad. He was ecstatic. He's rooting for Chicago. Yep, there we go. Trisk has the historical scripts, maybe. Fully expected Ben Johnson to go for it. I don't know. It's just a risky thing there. When's the last time the Bears won the division? I guess 2018, right? 1973. 4 teams had 2 ties that season. Really? 1973. So I must have missed it there. Green Bay had 2 ties in 1973. 5-7-2. Wow. Let's see here. JMU might delete their Twitter account. Yeah, probably. It's 1:30 a.m. Bears just win this already, so I can go to bed. This guy. It's only 9:20 there. It's 10:20 here. It's getting a little late. Texas Tech will eat the Ducks. I don't know about that, Butterfly. I don't know about that. Again, we are still in commercial break here, but again, 16-16 is your score. As now we're returning to action here again. Chicago going to be kicking off to Green Bay. Hold on. Willis is hurt. Oh, wow. So Willis is injured, but he will, I think, at the moment, keep playing. There's the kickoff. Going to be fielded at the 1. Going to take it out. It's at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, and that's it. Going to be brought down at the 21-yard line. That's where Green Bay will take over. Oh, my goodness. This is going from bad to worst. Bad to worst there for Green Bay. 11-20, yep. 10-21 here. Yep, just got 10-21. Texas Tech defense is legit. Yeah, I don't know. I think Butterfly just representing the state of Texas. I could be wrong. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. They are at the 21. As, again, this game looked like a for sure Packers victory just a few moments ago. But Chicago coming back from the dead to force overtime. Willis under center, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left as Willis is under center, sending a man in motion. That is Reed. Willis hands it off. This is Wilson stumbling, but then takes the ball, and he's brought down at the 24-yard line for a gain of 3. Green Bay going to lose this. We'll see. Well, time to bring up the punter. Yeah, right. Wow, indeed, George. I know. Overtime, indeed. Good to see you again. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Packers. Again, Willis in at quarterback. He is injured. Dobbs still on the sideline. He has not seen the field since the onside kick attempt. As Willis sends a man in motion. Willis, play action, drops back, stepping up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 40. He's at the 45. Reed at the 50. And brought down at the 45-yard line. Big play there by Green Bay as they are in Chicago territory. That was about a 25-yard play there for Green Bay. So 1st down. Micah Parsons cooking this guy. You're back again. Appreciate it. So 1st and 10 there at the Chicago 45. Willis going to be in the shotgun. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. As Willis sends a man in motion. Sends another man in motion. Why not? As Willis going to hand it off down the right side. This is Williams. Cuts in, and going to step out of bounds after a gain of 3 at the 42-yard line. The fluffy helmets, I guess that's a way to put it. Definitely different for sure. Looks a lot better than I thought they would with the caps, whatever. Where art thou, Romeo? He is on the sideline. Yep. Where art thou, Romeo? Where are you at? 2nd and 7 for the Packers. They are at the Chicago 42. Willis in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Willis lifts the leg, takes the snap, throws it over the middle. It is caught across the 40, fighting for extra yards, and is brought down at the 36. So that was Wicks on the catch. Gain of 6. Wicks for 6. Seems to be very consistent with him. 2nd grab of the day there. Each of them, again, for 6 yards. 3rd and 1 for Green Bay. As, again, they need to get to the 35. See the team to have defensive backs that are good? Yeah, I would say so. Who knew we'd make it to overtime? I know, right? Insane. 3rd and 1, Willis under center. They need a yard for a brand new set of downs. Sending a man in motion. And Willis going to take the snap and hand it off, but there is a timeout, Green Bay. So timeout, Green Bay, as Chicago fans don't seem to like that, I guess. Green Bay Packers are former Longhorns, Matthew Golden and Baron Sorrell. Go Packers. There we go. Those helmets remind me of Pixel helmets, something out of NES football games. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, the old ones for sure. Wicks 7. This guy. Wicks 7. Wicks 7. I like that. All right, 3rd and 1 here for Green Bay. They need to get to the 35 for a brand new set of downs. Again, if you're just tuning in, Green Bay led 16-6 with just over 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Obviously, that was a long time ago, as it's 16-16 here in overtime. 6:58 left to go to be exact. Willis Under center for the 3rd and 1. He rolls to his left. Willis going to take off and run, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. And nothing doing there as it's going to be 4th and 1. Now decision time for Green Bay. As again, you kick the field goal. I mean, it'd be a 54-yard attempt in the cold, windy. I don't know. I don't know if McManus can do that anymore. Not even a Bears fan, just live here, but I was screaming like a Bears fan. Yeah, hey, this game can unlock a lot of passions. 4th and 1, Green Bay going for it. Willis under center, sending a man in motion. Sending a man in motion again. Oh, he fumbles the snap, picks it up, and he's not going to get it. It's going to be Chicago ball with 6:10 left to go in overtime. Wow. Grossi is screaming. I bet he is. Tom Grossi is probably losing his mind over that. The quarterback fumble. The snap and the quarterback just not, the center and the quarterback not on the same page. Dennis Allen having a good time there. That was definitely all the defense. Dennis Allen going to take credit for it, as it's going to be 1st and 10 for Chicago. They'll be at their own 36 for a chance to win the game. Oh, man, you got to feel for Willis there. 1st and 10 at the 36. Williams going to be under center. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight. Swift is in the backfield, sending a man in motion. That is Zacchaeus Williams rolling to his right on the play action. He's dropping back, moving to his left. Williams throws it to his right, out of bounds, incomplete. A very dramatic incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. Y'all pray for the guy who had 20,000 on. Yeah, oh my gosh, I bet he is. Robert, I am so sorry. Field goal win it now. Yep, sudden death at this point. It ain't easy being cheesy. It is not. It is actually. It kind of is. Spike that like. Yep, there we go. Appreciate it. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 36. Williams going to be under center, sending a man in motion as Williams takes the snap and hands it off. This is Swift breaking a tackle at the 40, refusing to go down and brought down to 42. The ball came out. Green Bay saying they have it. Looked like he was down, though. Oh, whoa, never mind. It's Green Bay ball. What the heck? Oh, my gosh, they're going to talk it over. Let's see the replay, folks. Oh, he's down. Oh, yeah, he's clearly down. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I was about to lose my mind. And what was happening there? Great hate watch of the Packers there. This guy. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 for Chicago. Oh, my goodness, that would have been something. So Williams going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. They need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs as he sends Kmet in motion, hands it off to Monagai up the middle. He's got the first down at the 50 and brought down at the 46. That is a Chicago Bears first down as we're at 5:30 and counting left to go in this one. Just right up the gut. The ref was on the take, possibly. Will he break the 4,000-yard curse? I don't know. It's at 3,400. All right. 1st and 10 here for Chicago as Williams under center, sending a man in motion. As Williams drops back. Play action. Williams steps up. He throws it long. Over the middle of the field. It is caught. Touchdown! Touchdown, Chicago! The touchdown turkey! Can't believe it, neither can I! And Chicago has scored 19 unanswered points to win the game. 22-16. DJ Moore is your hero. Oh my goodness. Chicago has done it. Came back from 16 Well, 16-3, 16-6, I don't know. Regardless, what in the world just happened? Chicago wins. And I think, did they just clinch a spot in the playoffs, or am I tripping here? Am I tripping or am I tripping? Are they in the playoffs now? I actually don't know. They haven't updated yet. Oh, man. The game's over. Told you Bears will win. You did. Bear down. Yep. Santa Claus. Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to all, by the way. Thank you again for all tuning in. Congrats, Bears. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Not yet. That's why I brought up the odds again. I said, don't listen to the odds. You never know how it could go. Green Bay with a 96% chance to win. Romeo Doubs cannot recover. Cannot recover the onside kick, and that's how it ends. Romeo Doubs kind of choked it there. It's not on him, of course, but you can't. I mean, the ball came right to him. Yep, Tom Grassi will be heated. He will be. What a game it is. It is. Bear down for sure. And Dabs, yeah, I bet he is screaming. Trisk did. Yeah, Trisk knows it all, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will, of course, be back tomorrow for 3 more games. Again, I did 3 today. And this is how I'm going to end it right here with the Bears comeback victory in overtime, 22-16. I'll be back again. Panthers, Buccaneers tomorrow. Then we got Lions and the Steelers. Then, of course, we have Patriots and the Ravens to finish off the day. So thank you again for tuning in. I will go ahead and actually end it there. Thank you all. Again, I don't know if the Bears have actually clinched or not. You guys maybe can answer that. They are 11-4, so you have to imagine. At this point, Lions lose one more time. The Bears will clinch, I'm sure. I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Bears fans might be Steelers fans tomorrow. Same thing with the Packers. As the Packers now only a game and a half above the Lions. Lions win, they'll be just a half game back. Wow, that is crazy. That is pretty crazy. Thank you, Doc. No, thank you guys all for tuning in. So again, thank you, Dwayne. We will catch you later, buddy. We will catch you later. It's not a 15-minute delay. It's about a minute delay. Because otherwise, you would have told me what happened 15 minutes ago, Dwayne. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Sometimes, again, I'm ahead. Sometimes I'm behind. I'm sorry. Sometimes it happens. We'll be back tomorrow, though, for 3 more games. I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I'm going to get some food. I'm hungry. Very hungry. And we'll see you next time right here in Dr. Delay. Y'all have a good night, and y'all take care. And, of course, have a Merry Christmas. Peace.